Alright. There we go. Yeah. Why? Why is this playing?
Why is it playing jungle music?
Jungle music.
Am I wrong?
It's the funny song.
I summon from my deity a large automobile.
Large automobile.
Myself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife.
I summon a beautiful wife.
Please.
Who up here
I've been
guilty
here.
We
to
still in
make
the
years
cave?
right now?
Yeah, you guys never left the cave.
Can we take a long rest?
In the cave?
In the cave in?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Coughing up a large automobile.
That's what I'm gonna be doing later.
Cave music.
Why is Death Valley trending?
Oh.
Hi, sorry. It was one of
Oh
those
my
things when my
god! Does anybody
my
care
bo-
about football?
No.
yeah,
No.
why?
The fucking Gamecocks won in Death Valley for the first time in a decade.
What?
The Gamecocks won in Death Valley for the first time in a decade.
The what did?
The Gamecocks.
The
Football.
yeah, the football team.
The Gamecocks?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was 30-31. The Gamecocks won by a single point against Clemson.
I
Holy
can't see
fu-
the
they
cave.
beat Clemson finally?
They beat Clemson in Death Valley.
Oh
I
my
don't know what-
god. Holy
Thank
fuck.
you, thank you for that, Michael. Me and Dakota share these videos back and forth so often. I follow this guy on Twitter.
Yeah, the fucking mystical goblin elf.
Oh shit! D&D,
We
start.
in the cave. We in the cave.
We are in the.
In a
I
decay.
believe you all just ripped apart the Gugar.
Yeah, we tore that thing apart like
Yeah.
a pack of
Also,
vultures.
Kaven's nearly dead. Are you alive, Kaven?
So
How are you
is
feeling?
Prawn. He's on
It's okay.
as well.
If we,
Yeah,
we're both leaning on each other for
Hang on,
support.
I need to turn the bot down,
Yeah.
otherwise I'm not gonna be able
We're
to
like
do
a perpetual motion machine. If one of us falls, we both fall. But if we lean on each other, we won't fall together.
That's not.
this. That's not how that works.
Caven and Prawn are really good friends. It's fine. They're gonna be
The
fine.
perpetual motion is.
Haven is really good friends with everyone in the party except for Chad.
Man.
Chad tried to kill us for a while there. and
He
then
also
nearly
keeps
died.
calling him Calvin.
Cabin.
Cabin.
Kelvin.
Well, he wasn't. If that was true, he'd be a
Kevin.
cabin in the woods.
Kid.
Brian. I saw
Huh?
that. I saw
Hey,
that,
what?
Brian.
Oh, you're in too deep, Caven. I wonder why he doesn't like
Careless.
Was that Dennis kick butt? I saw.
I don't.
No.
What the fuck? You can delete shit.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Right click on it.
In the
Oh
top
my
right.
god! I
Right.
can delete the demo man. There, he's gone.
No.
Please delete Dracula. It's scary.
Oh, I'm keeping the. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll bust him out only in emergencies.
So I think the last thing we were doing is Chad had to run, hadn't he, to just like check out the cave?
Yeah, he
Whacker.
explored because he was bored. He was taking a shower.
He's now dead in the middle of the cave. Oh.
He's not dead. He's alive.
Can after kind
Not
of running
for
around,
long.
Zort kind of had a thought, which definitely
Yes.
didn't occur between sessions that would have
Yes.
happened now. Can he inspect the cougar one last time?
Yeah.
What's left of it?
What's left of it?
Yeah. No, the head, which
The
hasn't really
head,
been touched.
Yeah. The,
Can
the
Zort
fur is off the head, but yeah.
Yeah, Zort wants to try to figure out if this thing is what made the bite marks in people's heads. Because thinking about how like people had like suck bite marks,
Mhm.
Zort wasn't sure if there was an indication that this thing is what was doing it, because it's kind of
You
strange how.
see, strangely, that on its bottom row of teeth, it has canines, almost like a like saber tooth, but they're on the bottom, and you see like as you tug on them that there's almost like there's almost like a joint just for the two canine teeth on the bottom that let them kind of point outwards of the mouth.
Huh.
And there's also a single large tooth in the very middle of the top row. And when you close the mouth, you see that they sort of rest in between the bottom ones as well.
Huh. Okay. Zort kind of inspecting this. It would appear that this has been causing all of the town's problems. This is the coyote.
How is this tiger responsible for Chad?
It appears that it has some sort of psychic ability, as we've seen. Plus, if you look at the bones, they're clearly magical. This thing clearly has been engineered as some sort of weapon, I assume crafted by some foul mage somewhere. Or maybe, sometimes nature is a cruel way of doing things. But I have a feeling that maybe this is connected with the zombies in some way. Like, magic is getting out of hand, or evil things have arose. Anyway, Prawn, Caven, you two seem quite hurt. Are you okay to climb back up the rope? Because we should leave,
I can
unless you need to
probably
regain your...
do it, but what about? I don't know about Gaven. Do you need like an hour, Gaven? You want to rest for a bit?
Gaben's just leaned up against Braun.
He isn't docking?
He's not talking.
What?
Hmm?
Oh, you said he's not talking. I'm like, excuse me?
It's Caven. Caven's not talking. He's just leaned up against Braun.
He's like mumbling to himself, but he's just holding on to Braun.
So it kind of like walks close to him. Caven, I assume you cannot climb the rope on your own?
I can try.
I have an idea.
I'd rather him be a little confident in his answer than I'll try.
I'll just tie him and pull him up. He'll be the last one up.
Just don't spin him.
As a bit of a wound reminder, Chad's face has several small holes. His entire face is bruised. His nose seems to be broken. As well.
How's his chest doing since I lodged an arrow in it?
There's some blood, that's for sure.
We gotta find him.
Prawn,
he's probably by the devil, man.
Prawn, you have a slight slash on your back, but it's not very bad. The real major thing is there's a massive wound on the side of your head.
Like maybe the battle axe that went through me would have hurt more.
Also, and then Caven.
Caven's got a
spot, Zort.
He's got this giant cut horizontally across his forehead and a giant tooth mark in his arm where he got bit and slung into a wall.
Yeah,
and a deep cut into my chin.
Into your
correct?
Chin down to the bone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad I can remember these horrible injuries.
I was looking away at my screen and I looked back and all I saw was Kaboom. That scared the shit out of me.
What'd you see?
I was looking away from my screen, but I was fully zoomed in. So when I look back, my entire screen was black, and all I saw was the faint words of Kaboom because he talked, and it moved my camera to look at him.
So yeah, you're half of you are extremely hurt, and you're all just kind of looking up at this rope.
This introspection onto my mortality has made me come up with a plan.
Yeah, that's why you get experience when you die.
What? Not that, but I'm thinking about a scenario. I gotta tell him later. I'll tell the group later when we're back in safety. I've got a plan. I got a plan, Caven. I got a plan.
Chad, are you okay?
I'm getting the "How did we get here" achievement.
What the hell?
Stop.
Shit.
Minecraft.
See what I see on my screen. Holy fuck.
We see the same thing.
Yeah.
No, take a look at this. I put it in commands.
Yeah, that's what we see.
Yeah, that's what we see.
The fuck is he? What the hell?
What the hell, man?
Oh, I drank a bucket of milk.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
look,
there it
get rid of
goes.
them all.
Well, we should
The rope's
probably,
still there, please.
yeah, I would assume so. The one that Zoet tied it to a tree, like a sturdy tree.
He's just a mass of symbols. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Rob would like to attempt to climb up.
Okay,
Put this on.
yeah, it's quite easy for you, Rel. You can just kind of climb on up. Again, it's about 40 feet, so it takes at the least like 20 seconds if you're really going up there.
On Mississippi.
Hi guys.
You're up. It's fine.
Uh,
Rel's
Chad-
gone.
Chad, are you feeling good enough to climb the rope out of here? We probably shouldn't
I
spend.
don't know.
Does that mean that you do not feel good enough?
Mr. DM, how do I feel?
You're
You don't look very good.
you're a little dizzy and you can't feel anything above your neck, but your arms feel good to climb.
Can I try and climb?
Yeah,
Oh my fucking god.
make
I'll
a
try to avoid the spikes if I fall, I guess.
He's like, his face is super fucked up and like his ribs are broken, but he's like, I can climb.
Yeah.
I'm a hockey player.
Make a athletics check.
Hockey in a different sense.
You played hockey with my skull earlier.
Bloom Slurpee.
He's not dead. Look at that. He climbed.
Yeah. You
It
get
was
a,
DC 20, huh?
you get a bit of vertigo as you get near the top, but you pull through.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Well, Prawn, if you'd like to make your way up first, I'll stay here with. Are you? Do you feel good enough?
Well,
I can. Are you fine to tie yourself to the rope, send it back down? Caven ties himself. I can pull you both up myself once I'm up.
I can go up last.
Are you sure?
Yes, and I'm good enough to tie the ropes around Caven, so I can do that.
All right.
We'll-
Well, I'll go up as quick as I can.
yes,
You,
you need the strong people up to pull us light boys up.
I think I can probably do it myself, and Zort flexes his arms.
Yeah.
Before when we were going down.
Zort's
And,
gonna.
Yeah.
Dude.
You're not injured, so.
Alright, I'm gonna tie the rope to Caven. Wanna get the rope? Tying the rope. Do I gotta do a check for that, or can I just tie the rope?
You know knots and whatnot.
Alright. Be free, little Caven. Don't be like the grandma on the helicopter. Don't spin.
Oh no!
Oh no!
This is what they fucking did to her.
All right, who is pulling the rope?
Oh, I think Zort. Once he gets up there, probably would be pulling the rope.
All right, and it's a
Just because
little,
Chad, I don't know if Chad feels good enough to help. It's like
it's a little uncomfortable, Caven, but after about half a minute, you're up. Woo.
out you are, Caven. Prawn, I'm sending the rope back down. Just tie yourself up, and then I'll pull you up with him. Or
Tied
alone. I mean.
myself. Goodbye, cave.
You.
And
Yeah. Ooh.
Is it a God of War 1 block puzzle? Who? You. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm coughing blood. I've got pneumonia from being in the cave.
Oh, I'm glad we're out of that cave. We should probably make our way back to the village real quick, just to make sure everyone is
Chad
okay.
back into the cave.
Why?
It is Chad. Robe needs no other reason.
He's our friend.
Forgive
He helped
him,
us.
Robe.
Listen, Chad was clearly under some sort of effects of that cougar. I don't
Rel
think Chad
told
would
not to
willingly
tell
hurt us.
where weird Chad began and normal Chad ended.
Chad, what's your favorite way to cook eggs? Chad? You okay? Oh no,
Uh-oh.
how about we just lead him to his parents' house? I think I think him and Kevin are worse than we thought.
Rel walks up and he kicks Chad in the shin.
Rude. Oh god, he's not even responding to pain. Okay, let's just
Chad
let's
is
just let
Chad is bled out.
Has he
Yeah.
actually?
sad. No.
the tiefling is no longer like any sort of color.
He's just kind of gray.
Well, some tiefling are gray.
Are they?
That's a
Probably. Anyways,
I
after
forgot about BC.
after an uninterrupted 10-minute south walk in the woods,
have we
you
noticed?
are-
Is it a lot easier to navigate the woods now? Like that makes
There
sense.
seems to be no tricks.
No spiders.
No spiders.
Spiders.
You
What about
do-
men? Some sort of men that are spiders.
There are no spider men. It seems. You do
Well, let's
see
spider women. Let's be inclusive here.
you do see a bunch of like cougar tracks though.
Hmm.
But they don't seem to be appearing or disappearing. They seem to be real.
Hmm.
But you find yourselves back at the manure pile.
All right. Well, should we go back to the boat and
Yes.
sail off? Should we?
Well,
Should we
why don't
bother?
we- Shouldn't we check on like the peoples now that they're broken of their spell?
No.
Hmm.
Well, you can go on the boat, Ro. Or you can go in the poo water.
Yes. We
were
should
both
probably
sure.
we should probably check on them.
Fine.
Let's go check. Let's at least check on Chad's parents and the mayor.
I like how Caven's still like, I'm just dragging him at this point. Like he's almost dead. But he's just like, let's go, Caven, yeah. It's
Every
like
once in a
Weekend at
while,
Bernie's.
Relv is like. Every once in a while,
Caven's
Relv is
been dead for,
tapping
like, 6
Caven to make
years,
sure
we're
he's
just
still
bumming
like
around.
responding to outside stimuli.
Surprisingly, Caven's eyes are moving when he sees stuff.
Where are we?
At your parents' home,
Oh.
you
Ooh.
as you approach, you see your dad chopping wood outside.
Oh God, can we leave this place?
We've been here for a day and a half, Chad.
Please.
You weren't
I
responding.
don't like it here.
Fine.
We were trying to talk to you, and you weren't responding.
We were
we
just
figured-
checking on your parents, but if you truly wish to leave.
I mean, we should probably at least check on the mayor before we leave, just to make sure everyone's okay. You know. Please.
Yeah.
Okay, on the way out, like, you don't have to see your parents, Chad. I know that could probably be uncomfortable, but we should check on the mayor.
How's everyone in the town looking
They
now
seem
that
to
we've
be
dealt with the beast?
doing their normal stuff. You see, most people are
What time is it?
kind of like tidying up the roads and seem to be closing up windows and whatnot for the night. It is now like by the time you got back, it's like the sun is set.
Alright. Well, I guess it's about time to go signal the boat, say goodbye to the mayor, and hope that we did some good here. I believe we did.
Yes. We
Yes.
saved the village.
Did the village require saving?
Yes.
We could
It
have
seemed
just
so.
left them.
If this is the single most poop eating men capital of the world, imagine how much poop would not be eaten if this place didn't exist.
Relv has been
Oh.
in several cities. There's usually a fair amount of poo eating.
And no one's eating it, are they, Ro? Think about it.
Did you not hear anything Relv just said?
No, I didn't. You're too small.
Carl! Carl!
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you
Hi.
leaving? You're gonna leave without saying goodbye to your parents?
Uh, no, I was just coming over to say goodbye.
Oh, good. We have dessert ready if you have time to eat. But
I think we might be in just a little bit of a hurry. If it's quick, sure.
oh well, we're gonna add syrup on top. You can go if you're in a hurry.
See you next time, Pops.
Be careful, Chad. Goodbye.
Wait, so you call your dad Pa and your mayor Pops? What strange customs you have in this town.
He's talking to his dad.
Oh, fuck.
They all have the same voice. It's okay.
Whoops, I thought it was the
They all
mayor.
sound like old men because they
That's still canon in my head.
Oh, no.
So I can't tell apart.
Oh, fuck.
Anyways,
That's kind of racist.
you see the mayor on his front porch, but now he seems to be playing some sort of instrument.
I guess let's go say goodbye to the mayor. Wait, so was that your dad before? I guess it was your parents' house, Jed.
Yeah.
I've seen more humans, I think, in the last several months than I've seen in my entire lifetime.
You say that like that's a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing. I mean, I see all sorts, but it's just they're not very distinct, you know. Some, you know, they got brown hair, and some are, you know, the different colors, but they're not like purple or green or anything. It's very hard to distinguish. I don't know.
I could understand that.
I mean, yeah, you would. Anyway,
They don't know how you're breathing.
the Crisp didn't pick it up, so it lets out a really heavy, like, breath. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, Mr. Mayor!
Oh!
We have solved your cougar problem. Or coyote problem, whatever it is you said it was.
Good. We can get the night berries.
Yes. I suppose
And
you
we're
could.
going to burn this down to the fucking ground.
Don't say that, Relb. That's not very nice.
That's something
Really?
a coyote would say.
We
Rail will
actually,
burn you, Chad.
we actually cover our houses in mud so that lightning strikes can't catch them on fire.
Really?
Relb shoots sparks out of his finger.
Rel,
Rail will not be using it.
I
Might have to club you.
wouldn't
Easy,
do that
Rel.
here.
You're the size of a baby seal, Relb. You're readily clubbable.
Don't wanna
Relb.
go
They're
get-
gonna burn you at the stake.
I don't
They'll
want to have to
would
go
like
get
to
my
see them
family
try.
sword.
No, Mr. Mayor, that Relb has one of those like children's fireworks sprayers. You know how it is.
He doesn't know what that is.
He doesn't know what that is. Mr.
No.
Mayor, you know what? Do you know like what kind of children's toys do the children play with around here?
Oh, we make mudmen.
Yes, imagine a mudman that could shoot fire, not through magical means, but through like
Science.
kind of like how a torch works.
Oh,
Relb can sort of do that. It's weird. He has like a children's toy,
that's
like a
incredible.
mud man.
It's invisible.
See, and Relb holds up his hands to show there's no actual toy.
Listen, we really have to be going, Mr. Mayor.
Put him in a sack
I'm
bag.
sorry. We never got to see your family sword, which is a shame, but we did fix your cougar problem. Your
Can
no,
Rail just kill him?
Oh,
no.
Well,
Well,
and
Rail hates this town.
he starts to get up really slowly from his chair and goes, "Well, the town has to compensate you for getting rid of the coyotes."
compensation.
I mean, Mr. Mayor, that's
Stop eating
clearly
poop,
not...
and that will be enough compensation.
Well, Mr. Mayor, you didn't even tell us there was a reward. What could the reward possibly be?
Your family sword?
I've been saving up for a long time in case a trader came through, and this seems like a good use of my savings.
I mean, 5 copper, is that what we're thinking? Like 5 copper?
Oh, no. I'm the mayor of the town.
So 6 copper.
Oh, I can give you a gold.
Whoa!
I know
Yeah.
it's a lot, but
A
Hmm.
gold.
That
you
is quite a bit.
Maybe we
saved
can
the
settle for
town.
maybe for 10 silver a person. Something a little more
Is-
reasonable.
Is that gold? Is that 1 gold per person, or just
No,
1
that's 1 gold total, Rel.
Here you go. And he holds his hand out, and there's a big old gold coin.
Alright, I guess I'll take it. Thank you.
Relb is going to kill him.
I grabbed the gold coin. Thank you.
Rel, please, it's okay.
I'm gonna grab Rel.
Mr.
because I'm
Mayor,
gonna go to the
would you
boat.
like to see a magic trick?
No, he wouldn't. Go to the boat, Rel.
No, we
Can I pick Rel up?
Can I help him pick Rel up?
Like,
Like
like
the video
just-
of the cops outside the gas station with the midget?
what?
Excuse
I don't
me?
know what you're
You don't
talking
know that
about.
video?
No, I don't know that video. No, I mean like under the armpits. Like just pick him up
Oh my
under the armpits.
You have to watch this fucking video.
Not right
No,
now.
not right now.
It's
Nope,
like 5
those-
seconds long. It's like 5 seconds long. You watched it. That's what we're gonna do to Rel.
Yeah,
We're doing that to
that-
Rel.
that's what happens to Rel.
But like, can he still move his hands?
Yeah, you could.
What is the nearest 5-pound object?
Oh no! You
If you
will.
hit me, Rel, I die.
If you
Fine.
hit anyone with
Rel will
anything,
just
they will
shoot some
die.
more sparks out of his fingers at him menacingly.
Okay.
No. Go to the boat, or I'm gonna
It's
throw
like
you in the...
Saul Goodman. I can shoot lightning from
Lightning
my
from my
fingertips.
You don't know what I'm capable of. Well,
Relb is a living god. He is nothing but a fucking insect.
we might as well call the boat.
You see that the boat is waiting there. You see, it seems to be a very bored-looking crewman.
Hey, Mr. Crewmate, how are you?
Hey, are you finally getting
Have
back
you
on the
been
boat?
doing anything suspicious, crewmate?
Yes?
Yes, we actually had quite the adventure. We'll have to tell you on the road back.
Been waiting here for like 8 hours.
Yes.
Well, you're telling us. Look how messed up half the party is.
Yeah, it looks
It's his
like his
dad's
face
fault.
got hit with some sort of spiked club.
Well, you know how it goes.
Thank you, Michael.
My
Very
nose
cool.
hurts.
And,
Anyway, we must be back on the boat.
Yeah, with that, he
Onto the
rows
boat.
you back. Some ropes get tossed down, and you're all back on the wet gold.
Well, now we're looking at the map again, and as we can see here, why don't we go down to Mador? Or Yolir. We can go to Yolir or Mador. Or is that's Nador? That's an inn.
Let's see. From where we
Oh,
are.
okay.
Oh. I mean, aren't we going like all the way?
Yeah. So I'm like, do we want? Well, we have to go back anyway because there's a waterway right here. You know what I mean? So like,
Is
yeah.
that appears to have been drawn on with crayon.
well, yes, because the map was outdated, so it got updated.
Well, yes, we went. Okay, from Athos, we went down south, and then we could stop at Mador.
Or we
we-
could go to Yolir. It's got a mining. It's got mines. I know.
No!
Rel does.
No.
What
We can
are
go
you
to the-
saying? Like,
We
do you,
could
are
go
you
to
saying,
Vador.
wait? Are you saying we
Vador.
go? Why would we go to Yolir?
Well, because it's on the way a little bit, you know.
That's the way we
No.
came from. Is it not?
Oh, it's a pit stop.
Well, we already could have. We passed Yolir on the way up here.
We are not
fair.
going
Well,
to
we
a
won't
mine.
go.
Relb
We'll-
refuses.
Is
Go-
the
So I-
navigator around for the boat?
Fucking. Oh, you mean
Trips?
Trips?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's around.
How long would it take to get to Yolir from here?
Oh, we could probably get there in the morning.
Should we though, or should we just go down on the way to Custis?
Hmm. I
You're
think
not. Please, no
Go-
mines.
Relb says
Going to-
no.
going to Nador might not be a bad idea. Does anyone been to Nador?
Nador.
I don't even.
You're looking just south of it, Rail, but it's just up a little
No.
bit.
We could all,
Relb
if you, I mean, we could all become hermits and live in the mountains.
has never been there.
Does Chad know
but-
anything about Nador?
Relb has stopped in Lubin before.
Carl, you've heard stories of these like great hunters that hunt the abnormally large game in the woods around the town. That's the only story that you've heard, though.
Hmm.
I know there's big game up there.
It's
Oh,
big
there.
game
Big game.
country.
We could do big game hunting, kind of a fun distraction.
Tracking, you say?
I think these are the ones that like kill you.
Oh,
Well, the most dangerous game is man.
I think the most
I
dangerous.
think like
dangerous
bigger
is
than a man.
cougar.
A Gugar. Well, think about it. We
Like-
killed a Gugar, but we
Like
haven't killed
imagine like a big Gugar,
Hmm.
like bigger than normal.
Huh.
There's a bunch of
when we
people
fought.
there that hunt big game. They might
Ooh,
have
I wonder if they'd be interested in either selling or in buying the pelts we have from the cougar, or if they'd be willing to make it into some sort of armor.
Well, I guess it's a. Well, they have mines in Yodelir, so that means they have an ore trade. So they probably have a smith. Do we have any way of knowing what these mines are? Relb, can you use your intricate mine knowledge to tell us what they mine in Yodelir?
Why do you want to go back to Yolir so much?
They
I
got a
feel like
mine.
going
They might
but
have a
that's-
smith.
but that's backwards from where we.
Unlikely. They don't keep smiths in the same towns as the mines.
Well, then we'll go into Nadir. Nador?
They keep the smiths away from the mines so that the miners cannot arm themselves. The only
That's smart.
Hmm.
the only mine.
What if
that
their tools
has-
break?
They get shipped in. They bring them by boat.
So they
Well,
literally get shipped in.
So it's like a slave
Yes.
slave mine. Oh, apartheid mine.
I don't know what that
the
is.
only city that has mines and smiths in the same area is Polytheum. And that is just because it is big and the smiths are for the guardians.
Fair. Anyway, Prawn, it just seems like going to Yolir would just be a step in the wrong direction. Like
Then
considering.
Nador.
I feel like either Nador or going even farther down south to like Megalopolis or Punctum. I have not been in this
I'm
area.
not sure we want to go to Megalopolis either.
Why?
Well, actually, you know what?
Why do you have a reason?
That might work for me, but it wouldn't work for you guys. I have mail I can pick up there. I got mail I can pick up in any major city. Like
Ugh.
I'm pretty sure they're very racist.
Hey, Trips. Where do you think we should go with your navigating expertise? Our ultimate goal, I believe, is we're going to Zlad. Are we not, Prawn?
the island of
Eventually.
Zlad with the city of Custis, because the plant
Yes.
people are going to start. The plant people are a ploy from the government military to start a coup later on by giving themselves emergency powers.
Yes. So, Flips, what do you think the best way to get to Custis would be? Where should we go next?
Well, I heard that there was some sort of like
Flips.
there was some sort of like travel embargo or something. I don't know though.
On what, Custis?
Yeah.
Would make
Hmm.
sense. I'm telling you, the military, they're going to close the island. The plant people will strike. Emergency power. It's coming.
Yes. So, what do you think the best way to get to Custis would be, Trips?
Probably to go back north and then go down the
Let's sail
coast.
around.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
was about to say if we take the open ocean, then we're just getting a straight shot there. There's no
So,
it would take longer to fit through all these tiny channels on this big boat.
so it might be. You might be right, Prawn. It might be best to go back to Yolir.
It depends. Do we want to? We can go straight there, or we can try investigating other locations.
Then we have to
Seems
worry
so-
about the Navy.
It
Not the
seems.
Navy.
It seems sort of time sensitive. The business
Yeah.
in Custis. So we might want to hurry there. Maybe only making one or two more stops.
Golia might have
It's a
explosives.
castle. What is this? The fort?
We can
Which
stop
one?
by
Owendos?
Yes.
Uwundios.
Everything with a name is like a town. So
It's like a little castle drawing though. Look at this.
yeah, those are they're mostly just random.
Okay.
Though if
That's fine.
the icon size does match the size of the city though.
So then Yolir's a big city, so you'll definitely find people who can like make your pelts into something pretty good there.
So like Texlum to Luimjur to
Or I mean
Yolir.
Luimjur's pretty big too, and they would have more stuff, so we can skip Yolir, go to Luimjur, and then that would be our last stop, I guess. We'd make up. I mean, Luimjur's on the coast; it would have a good port. It's a big city.
Or what's this one just south of Luimjur? I've never heard of
Oh, Slumdos. It's got slum in its name.
Oslimdos. Has Zoid ever heard
Oslimdos.
of Oslimdos?
Um,
I don't believe.
make a history check.
All right. History, my best subject.
The attempted token.
So you do remember that a lot of the times Luimjur and Oslumdos are called like the sister cities of the north. Luimjur, is a very large port town. Basically it exists because pretty much every ship going north has to pass by through there. You know that Oslumdos is much smaller and is has one of the largest like farming operations and provides all of the food for the rather infertile land of Luimjur. So it's sort of like a symbiotic relationship of the two cities across the mouth of the river.
If I'm not mistaken, Oslimdos, that's going to be a major farming settlement. If we look on the map here, Luimjur and Oslimdos are right next to each other. And from my limited history knowledge, the cities are quite connected, with Oslimdos doing most of the farming and agriculture, and Luimjur being more the larger and less fertile city. So the question is, are we destined to go south and just head on, or are we destined to stop somewhere for things?
Well, you have a pelt. I've got these giant tiger. I mean, I could probably fit with my giant
Thank you very much.
4-foot-long tiger claws onto my
Yep.
rapier. I probably don't need help with that, but
Thanks.
be nice to have an actual smith do it. And we need supplies. I mean, look at this. This is gonna be like a 2-week boat trip. You see this? And we're not even gonna get to make it the whole way. We're probably gonna have to stop probably near the Ignis Pass and then get to Hectra on foot and then like rent a small boat and then head out there. Because if the Navy's doing a blockade, we're not gonna make it on a big.
That is a good point. Then, this is a difficult one. I say that we, maybe stopping at Yolir might be a safe bet then. It is smaller, certainly, but it is at least on the way.
Luimjur is also kind of on the way. I mean, that's a major port city, and we have an entire crew of various pirate beings that also need supplies. It's been a while since they've had a chance to stock up.
Hmm. That's true, and we could always take a ferry back and forth if we docked at one and wanted to explore the other. Well, I believe, my good navigating friend. I think we're off to Luimjur next.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
I assume Savas is fine with this. I'm not sure what he's planning exactly.
Uh,
I don't know
I
if he.
I believe he said that he's been doing some research on where would be a new good place to set up his business, but he hasn't told me any plans yet.
Well, I guess that's the best we can do, is it not? Thank you, my green friend.
All right, and with the orders from Trips, of a whole crew of workers start to get the boat ready, and you're informed that you'll probably be there about mid-morning.
Well, I believe it's time to take some shut-eye, friends. Try to rest up and re-kit.
Yeah, everyone
My
is.
nose is still broken.
Yeah, everyone is free to
We haven't
take
slept
a long
yet. I'm
rest.
still bleeding out furiously.
Go to ship's doctor!
As you make your way back to your room, Zort,
Mhm.
you walk in and you actually see the first mate, Mr. Tresden, in your room, looking around at the barrel of ooze.
Oh, hello, Tristan. I wouldn't open that.
Oh yes, I assumed it was okay to come in here and look at it. You seemed awfully rushed to get off the boat, so I wasn't sure, but I hope that was okay.
Yes. Oh, it's no problem. I have nothing to hide, especially from you fine folk. Do you have any questions about it? I've done a little bit of research. That's one of the reasons I stayed on the boat longer than everyone else.
Yes, uh, it's been quite a while since I've seen a creature like this.
Yes. It's quite strange, is it not?
Yes, it's actually something I wanted to test. I noticed that oh I put a small piece of wood in there, and it seems like nothing has happened to it. And he kind of opens the lid and kind of glances in.
Hmm.
Yep, it's still there. Trying to remember. I know I learned about this somewhere.
Yes, it's some sort of ooze. That much we know. Though I'm not an expert on oozes. More so the undead. It appears that whatever the interior of the barrel is made out of keeps it some sort of dormant. So I assume it would have to actually be excavated from the barrel in order to become active.
Hmm. It
I
is
was hoping to find someone who wanted it for some non-nefarious reason.
I was
Maybe get some cash out of it.
doing some research, and apparently the source is still disputed. Do you think these ooze-like creatures are natural or magical?
Hmm. That's quite a fine question. I think it would depend on the kind of ooze exactly.
Hmm.
You know, there are certain kinds of undead which are magical, but there are certain kinds which are natural. These things don't come from one specific source. At least, if it's anything like the undead. Oh, I can tell you, and Zort kind of grabs his necklace. This right here, one of my first undead kills. Well, I believe, it was some sort of witherling, and those are much more natural than any of the macabre undead I've faced recently.
Hmm.
So this ooze here, considering it came from the pirates, I would imagine it's probably they don't seem too handy at magic. I imagine they must have found it somewhere.
Most likely.
Hmm. Which is all the more worrying that something like this exists out there.
Undead creatures have always been interesting Do you think maybe perhaps our ancestors learned about magic through them? It is strange how the more natural undead creatures seem to be able to harness magic on their own.
You know, I have noticed this. I've read about it, and I hope to never see such foul undead, those which can harness magic. Though undoubtedly it will happen, and good will prevail. Uh, it is quite possible that that's how our ancestors learned about magic. I spent some time with elves, and with their teaching, I've come to learn that the world is much older than it appears.
Yes, every time we set up a date for the dawn of man, it seems that we find artifacts much older than that date. Seems to be
Hmm.
never ending.
It seems like we may never know the true origins of these things. All we can know for certain is that there is good, there is evil, and there is that which is between, and we can only hope that there is more good in this world, and there will be more good in this world than anything else.
I guess that's a good way to look at it.
Hmm. Yes, if you need anything, feel free to look at the ooze. I'm just keeping it in here for safety. You know, how it ate through the deck. I don't want it hurting anybody. But I'm hoping to possibly find some alchemist who would want it, or some adventurers guild which would need it for practice.
Yes, I very well might run some more tests on it. It's very interesting.
That's completely fine. I'll be in here sharpening my weapons for the next few hours before I go to sleep. We're off to Luimjur next, I believe. So we have a few things we must do there.
I see.
It's a I'm hoping don't tell Caven this. I have a bit of a surprise. He slew a foul beast while we were in Erithos. It was this magical cougar. I mean, it was a team effort, I believe. Oh, in the rush of it, Prawn might have gotten the last hit, but Caven put up a valiant effort against it. And he's not wearing anything in the way of armor, and I have this fine pelt, and he brings out the cougar pelt, and I'm hoping to find someone who could craft it into some sort of fine tunic for him to wear. It might hold some magical properties.
May I take a hold of it?
Yes, be my guest.
Hmm.
And he hands like the probably the small one, just because it's easy to hold.
Mm-hmm.
The first one he took off. Here's a sample of it. I took it in a couple pieces. I wasn't sure if I wanted to take all of it at first.
Ah, I haven't felt anything like this in a very long time.
Yes, quite interesting.
Hmm.
You see the flecks of blue within it.
Yes. Abjuration magic.
Oh, you're aware. I am by no means a mage. What do you think it does? What do you think was a reason for it?
Definitely some sort of protection built into it, but
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
of what kind, I'm not so sure.
Well, my hope is I can find. I believe I have enough where I could make one in Caven size, and I would hope that it would be something he'd be willing to wear. You know, for the amount that he's done for our group and the amount of growth I've seen in the boy, I'm very proud of him, and I figured a gift is in order.
Hmm. Seems very nice. Well, I will leave you to your bed. I guess I will see you in the morning.
Yes, you have a good night. A good night, sir.
You too.
I'm furiously scribbling right now.
Yeah.
If you check my items, Zach, you'll get a kick out of what I'm writing.
Oh boy. Yeah. Everyone, go ahead and take a long rest if you need
Oh
to.
fuck! I gotta finish writing this tomorrow then.
I'm trying to find. Were you writing things?
I'll check my loot section. Underneath of the demo man. check out its description. I'm actually writing this shit.
It's awesome. That's funny. Okay.
I mean, I'll present it to the class in the morning. I've just gotta. Like I said, my own grappling with mortality has left me realizing a very key, crucial fact that I need to get addressed.
All right. Is this a good time for like a dinner break?
Sure.
I think so.
Go eat your dinner, fool.
Yeah,
I got my pizza next to me,
I just
That
got
gives
my
me
How's your
food,
KFC?
so
and we can all
It's very
do
good.
nothing while we wait.
yeah, I will be back.
Nice.
Wait, what did he post?
The only character that
Shadows
has
die
become
twice.
Frenchman
Sekiro.
died twice.
Sekiro.
Frenchman died twice.
All right, you're going
Well,
to.
Pierre's not dead, so
He literally
literally
is.
No, no, he's
Didn't
not.
Pierre fall off the
Gone.
mountain and fighting the fake?
Yes.
Mhm.
He literally took 200 d6 fall damage.
How high were you?
We were on top of a
Hi.
mountain.
How big was the mountain?
It was like
Hi.
it took us like almost 3 in-game days to climb to the top of it.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Shouldn't have
So-
fought the Billy Goat.
just
Yeah.
don't be surprised when Pierre comes back.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sure he will.
I'm sure you will. Anyways,
I
you're going to Luimjur, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Just like how
Luimjur.
Genghis Mangus will come back.
Oh,
Fuck you, can we
don't talk
spit-
about
I'm gonna-
them. Don't.
I'm gonna spit
Makes
at
me
Yolir as
sad.
we pass it.
Okay.
Do you need any more time, Zach? Are you done with dinner and everything?
Oh yeah.
Take a long rest, Kevin,
I'm
please.
good. Yeah, I wouldn't be sure to take a long rest.
He's been bleeding out for 2 days.
Someone
Me
get him.
trying to. Where is? There it is.
He's dying. Okay, he's
But
alive.
buddy-
Yes, he recovered 21 HP. He's got 22 max.
All right. So, the next morning, you see that you guys are passing through, or just passing Yolir. You see that has a very large, like pretty much an entire district of the city, is just for the docks. It seems like the docks span like half a mile, and there are ships going constantly in and out of it. But soon it is nighttime once again, though, and
I'm tiny.
what? No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Okay.
You haven't unlocked that command yet, Joe.
Oh.
Large reduce.
Yeah.
Drop table underscore.
Yeah.
All right. I guess like. So the boat, like, as it's like pulling in, I guess
Oh,
after
no.
we'd all probably be up with it.
It's just
Not
like,
pulling in.
Yeah, it's
Getting
it's-
close.
It's going by Yolir because you're going to Luimjur. I was just saying that you guys passed it.
Mm-hmm. Never mind. We'd probably be asleep for that. Would like I don't know how.
No, you have a full day on the ship as you travel.
Oh,
to,
nice.
Luimjur.
Do we notice anything at Yolir? Like you said, it was pretty crowded, but like, is there anything wild going on?
It seems like just a very
Are they lighting smoke beacons?
bustling town. No. I mean, there's some smoke coming from some chimneys. You see that? That's about.
Are
it.
there smoke signals coming from the chimneys?
No,
Is there bread being baked?
probably somewhere.
Damn.
You do see that you pass a lot of fishing vessels that are coming back from the open ocean and docking in Yolir. You see that they have these giant wooden poles that stick out of the front of the ship that ropes go through, and you see that they sort of like drag these giant nets behind the ship, and you've passed a couple where the entire upper deck of the ship is just covered in a layer of like fish. And you see multiple of these pass you as there's still daylight on your way to Luimjur. And you notice that as the sun is starting to set, the width of the river gets wider and wider until there's not enough light to see the uninhabited edges of the river. But as you wake up in the morning, you look out the porthole and you see that you're actually already docked at Luimjur. You look around and see that you're pretty much seems to be in the middle of the docks, and that there's already a ramp and there are carts coming in and out of the wet gull, and the streets seem to be very busy. Most of the buildings look very different from what you've seen in Texlam. Texlam had a lot of sort of large stone buildings, but most of these are almost completely made out of wood, and stone is kind of reserved for the more stylized buildings. But now that you're all awake, the city is yours.
Cool.
Before we get off of the boat, I have some important instructions I need to relay to everyone.
Sure, I mean, I'm sure we all have things we have to do. I know I have a list in my head.
If I die, I have my burial instructions. It's very important.
Why do you expect to die here?
Not here, just in the future. I almost died in the cave, and it made me realize that if I die, none of you know how to do my spiritual burial. It's very important to me in my culture. And I need it done, so I wrote it down. So if I die, it's in my pocket.
What if you get incinerated?
I can give you a copy, and I guess I should give you a copy. Would you like a copy?
I mean, I feel like you should just probably tell us later. I don't think you're gonna die in the city, so I wouldn't tell us now.
All it takes is one good stab on my kidney, and I'm dead.
Do you expect to be stabbed in the kidney in Luimjur? I thought it was pretty safe.
It might be, but I don't know. I've never been in a big city.
I'm not really a city person, but I can tell you it's definitely safer than the swamps. There's no zombies running around Luimjur, I don't think. And if there are, I'm ready!
I lived in the mountains my whole life. I've never been in a big city. This is the biggest city I'll ever be in, maybe.
Big city.
We will go. I don't have much money.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything they need to do? Because I have a couple things on my list.
I need to see if I can get a man to affix these giant tiger claws onto which my blade.
You know,
I can sell them. Also, I need someone who can fix my tiger-destroying arrow.
You know, I need something fixed. And Zort pulls out his halberd, and and what they see is like the halberd's so broken because if you all remember from the slime fight, the halberd got fucking annihilated. Having to like touch the slime with it and everything, it got all like ruined.
Slime?
Yeah, remember like the ooze?
I remember the water.
Yeah, so like
Slime
Zort's poor halberd is just like fucking like put back together with basically like tape. It's I don't know how it got through the tiger fight. You know, I've actually been looking for a new weapon, so hopefully I don't know. I have sentimental value for this thing, but I have other things in mind. But I also need to I have I need to go just do some stuff on my own actually. If you all don't mind, though. I have my hands full. And Zort hoists the ooze barrel over his right shoulder.
Give me the massive amounts of tiger cloth, and I will keep them on my person and carry them for you.
I actually need that. Thank you very much.
I'm now
That's
covered in tiger cloth. I weigh 350 pounds.
What? What? Why do you have my tiger? That's my tiger cloth. It's
Carrying
I,
it for you.
I need it though.
I'm going with you.
Oh, all right. I can carry it though. This is fine.
You got a barrel on your shoulders.
Yeah, so I can
So,
carry more than you, buddy.
Doesn't mean I can't be helpful.
Oh, I got it. I'm hoping to dump this barrel first. Actually, if you would like to go ahead, I'm gonna go look for an adventurer's guild or an alchemist first
All right,
to offset this.
I guess I'll go look around for I don't know who to go to make. I guess no, Smith.
Blacksmith.
Yeah, they could affix the fur into an armory shape.
Could I go with one of you?
Oh shit! I need to go
need-
to the Smith anyway.
I need new clothes. And Gavin
Hmm.
has no shirt on.
Yes.
He has literally just pants.
That's
What about the chainmail?
Yeah,
It's
he's
just all
got that, but he doesn't have an actual shirt.
There's no actual shirt
that's a
on,
fashion
man.
statement. Walking around and just
It looks like
chainmail?
Diavolo.
Yeah. Hey, that's a +1 to your charisma, bucko.
Yeah, why don't if you go with prawn, because I figure I'm gonna have some boring, pretty slow kind of stuff. So it might be better if I go on my own.
Well, then give me your halberd, because it's also going to the Smith.
Sure. I mean, if they can fix it, I'm actually looking for. I've had something in my mind for a while. A sort of dream, but this I do have sentimental value for this. So yes, if you'd like to take that, and so
I mean, I get it. Look, I still have my family rapier, even though I've got a motherfucking one.
language,
Yeah.
bro. I have to keep telling you this.
Yeah.
Horrible language. My ears.
He's got a.
I
He's got a what?
I wasn't raised like you were, Zord. I was raised in the mountains.
I was raised in the swamp.
Brokeback Mountain, like.
Oh, heterosexual mountain.
That's what it's called, heterosexual mountain. Where's
Sign
that
me
on the
up.
map? I want to go there.
I actually circled it. It's right over here.
That's heterosexual mountain. Awesome.
Yeah,
I'll have to add
Can
that
we write that
label
down?
to the map. Yeah.
Write that down. Write that down.
That's where I'm from. I live in this mountain range. It's next to Gay Gorge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
New text.
Carl is gonna go out in the streets and go begging.
Okay.
Chad will?
I'll perform.
You're like 6
like-
foot and ripped. How they're not gonna give you anything?
I'm gonna preach on the street corner.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna
And-
be preaching?
The will of Thanatos,
I think
I
you're gonna
see.
get arrested for doing that.
and I'll counsel anybody that will listen.
Doors of Hades.
All right. Relb.
And then okay, so I'm
taking a
going
nap?
to the Smith. I have some personal things, and then I'll see if they'll fix your shit, and then make some armor, and then I guess we'll get you a shirt first, Caven. Figured they probably want to do that first, unless you want to wrap yourself in this bloody tiger skin. It'll look metal.
It's better than.
Why do you have my
nothing.
tiger skin? That's mine.
I'm going to the Smith with it.
That's my tiger skin.
I'm
You
going
take
to
my
the Smith
halberd.
with it. I also have your halberd.
Don't take my tiger skin.
Well, then where?
And the
And
tiger
tiger
poster.
skin.
Me and Zach have the same wavelength on everything.
So what keeps the tiger fur and just gives you the halberd?
Well, then what are you gonna do with the tiger fur? I'm going to the Smith with you to go to the first place. Hey, what are you gonna do about it? Who wants some coffee?
I never said I was giving you my tiger fur to begin with.
But I stole it from you. You see?
Relb, what are you doing? Please. Who are you going with? Or are you gonna go to the sewer? Gonna go to the sewer?
Relb is gonna go look for like a general store.
Okay. All right. Well.
Most normal thing.
Yeah. You know what? I like that one the most. So Rel, uh, let's see. Um, as you as you step off the boat, Rel, you see that there's a lot of warehouses right next to the docks. But as you start walking further into the city, you start seeing some more uh, like stores and whatnot. And you think you see what you're looking for. There's no sign on the outside, but there's just kind of like a wooden engraving of like a comical like loot pack that's hanging from a sign.
Bless
Oh.
you.
Rope sneezes in the middle of the street.
Relb will go into what he assumes is a general store.
Okay. Yeah, you walk in and there's rows of sort of like camping equipment. You see that there's like a small aisle of clothes in the far corner. There's a bunch of tools in the other corner. Seems to be a very general store.
Relb was looking for a handful of items in particular.
I see. What are you looking for?
Threaded metal pipe, sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter.
Okay. You look around. You're having a hard time finding this stuff, and eventually you're approached by this tall, elven man, and he says, "Is there anything I can help you look for there?"
Relb requires metal pipe, sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter.
Well, we sell 5-pound bags of charcoal.
How much for charcoal?
That'll be let's see, it's 7 silver.
Please give Relb a minute.
Economy.
Relb takes out a gold piece. Is this enough?
I can give you the change back. Yes, sure.
Oh, okay. Where's the bags of charcoal?
Right over there against the back wall, and you see that there's like burlap sacks that seem to be filled with charcoal. They're
Are the
5
bags
pound.
like tied up? Like, are they closed?
Yeah, not like tightly. They're just kind of like bound.
But if
to
Relb
you,
were
but-
to like pick it up and heave it over his shoulder, it's not going to pour out.
No, it's not.
Okay, Relb will go over and he'll pick up one of the bags and he'll heft it onto his shoulder and nearly fall over.
Okay. He gives you 3 silver back. He goes, everything else on that list you probably need to find from maybe a herbalist or alchemist. There's some closer to the center of town.
Thank you. Relb must go drop this off now.
And Relb walks back to the boat.
Okay.
Back to his where he's been sleeping.
All right. Next, we'll go with let's say Haven, were you with someone or did you go alone to go find a shirt?
He went with Prawn.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to get him a shirt first.
Right. Okay.
Shirts. Plural.
Shirts,
The man's
yeah.
not gonna walk around with one shirt.
Yeah.
Heathen.
He got his one shirt. Simple as.
You actually pass Relb. He seems to be walking back with a large burlap sack. You try to not mind it too much. But a little further into the city, you do
The entire time Relb is walking back, I would like to point out he's like quietly singing under his breath. Relb boom, Relb boom, Relb boom.
Wonderful. You do find a clothing store though. And as you walk
Gaben
in,
will step inside.
yeah.
Rev up those spinning wheels, because I sure am shirtless.
You are you're greeted by a young man who looks to be not too much older than you, Caven.
Hello, sir.
Hello there. I see that you are lacking in the upper apparel.
Yes, I seem to have gotten an accident and I've lost my only shirt that I thought to bring with me. Could you show me to your sorry, I got a headache. I assume Caven has bandages
Yeah.
over the giant wounds all over him. Could you show me to your shirts?
Why, yes. We have every color under the rainbow. We have shirts
Except for
with
black. There ain't black and
colors
no
and
rainbow. I love that video. Sorry.
we have shirts with colors. We have shirts with buttons. What would you like?
um Gavin looks at Prawn like he's his dad in the supermarket. Like, do you think I should get like a regular shirt or ones with buttons? Or...
Well, Caven, what do you feel most comfortable putting on in the morning?
Well, I mean, I'm a shepherd. I just wear just regular old t-shirts. Buttons are more for like fancy stuff, like going to
Judging
church
from
and
my mind's eye of you foresees that you will purchase a green shirt.
A dark green shirt.
A dark green normal shirt.
I don't know. I've gotten used to green, but I want to change it up a little.
Oh, you're feeling maybe a yellow. Hot pink?
You know, yellow doesn't sound too bad. Can you? What kinds of yellow shirts do you have? Nothing too bright, of course.
Okay, so we'll shy away from sun yellow. How about
About one of these yellows.
we call this shade drying leather, and he shows you this sort of like dark, like in between green and yellow sort of color. You see, it's a shirt that has the three buttons up top. Seems very nice.
Hmm. Is it long sleeve or short sleeves?
It's short sleeve.
Ooh, okay. Does it have a collar?
It does not.
Does it
Okay.
say ZOMG on
No.
it?
It does
Haha.
not.
Um, I quite like this shirt, but I feel like going something a little more fancy. Do you have one of these with a collar on it?
Yes. We actually have we have a version that has a collar on it.
How much would one of these shirts run me? They are nice shirts.
Oh, that would be about 8 silver.
8 silver.
Though
Eight.
we did come in with a new series that we like to call the Dapper Mercenary. You see, it has buttons going all the way down the shirt and a collar to boot, though it has no sleeves. It blends party etiquette with a grizzled mercenary look.
I'll stick to these nice ones right here.
Oh,
And you have every color, right?
if it's in the rainbow, we have it.
I think. Could you show me to your blue shirts? I'd like a blue one. And like he's like counting out his money as he's thinking about it. A blue one. Mr.
Yes.
Prawn, how do you think I would look in red?
Mm, I think it would match your Tetsuo. For now.
Alright, I'll go red and well he's counting out his money. Oh, I only have enough for 2 shirts. Um I'll go we'll go for blue, blue and we'll go for blue and red.
All right.
As opposed to the black and yellow he was considering.
Oh,
The
I do like black. It is a very nice color, but
let's see. Yes, we actually have one that is quite close to the shade of your weapon there, like your friend mentioned. There's that. And for the blue, let's see. We have, in terms of color, uh, Port of Yolir or Channel of Megalopolis. Megalopolis is a little darker, and the Yolir port is a bit more like a baby or sky blue.
oh, I'm not a fan of light blues. I'll take Megalopolis blue if you wouldn't mind.
Alright, Megalopolis blue it is.
How long have you been making shirts for, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, for about
Or
5
clothing?
years now. I make shirts and trousers. Trying to get into the shoe business too, but it's quite competitive in this city.
Shoes are hard to find. Kevin looks down at his worn out, rugged work boots.
I've been trying to master the trade, but it's a lot more complicated than just making some trousers or shirts.
Do you have someone that teaches you?
Oh, I've been at this on my own ever since I started, actually.
You're
Oh,
a
wow.
cobbler.
Yes, every cobbler in town is not really keen on taking in pupils, it seems.
Well, these are quite lovely. I think I will take these two, and that will be 16 silver.
Yes, sir.
And
Ain't
Kevin
nothing
goes looking
wrong with
around in his pockets. Oh, silly me! I thought I only had 21 silver. These are gold pieces. My
No!
uh, instead,
He has change. Just give him the gold. Just give him a single gold piece. He'll break
I
out the
think
change.
I think I'll take a yellow one. Let's see. So that's 3 shirts. I want to get at least 5 throughout the week. So I got yellow, blue, red. Um, we'll go with black. Black is a nice color. It goes with everything. And prawn, what do you think would be a good final color?
Mm, I'm thinking a nice shade of purple.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing, but purple is a royal color. I can't wear that.
Then dark purple, people won't see anything.
Purple will cost you considerably more. It is much
Well,
harder
then
to
you
get
can
the
eat my
dye
ass.
after
We're
all.
gonna go with brown. A nice shade of earthy brown, like some aged maybe wood. Maybe
That
like
I
a
can
Prawn,
do.
cedar. Maybe like a
prawn,
cedar brown.
my pants are brown.
Then, well, yes.
It's not
Then,
wrong to match.
I look like a walking log.
as opposed to looking like a banana with a yellow shirt. Then let's go with thinking maybe a violet,
Oh, well, how much will that run me?
like a darker violet,
Hmm.
maybe like an
Still,
indigo.
that still doesn't use as much of that dye, but it'll still cost you about 1 gold. I'm afraid.
What are we looking? You got any midnight blues?
Midnight
On
blue would
second
be.
thought, I think I should treat myself because of what we've accomplished. I think I'll go for that purple.
That you're what flavor of purple? We going like actual
Dark.
like
I
dark
like dark
purple,
colors.
like a deep violet, or we like is that what we feeling? Like an indigo?
Waluigi purple.
No, a bright purple.
That's not bright.
That's a vibrant purple. I'm looking at him right now. That's a vibrant purple. Look at this render. Oh my god, you could see the fabric in his gloves. That is a
All
bright
right.
purple.
All right, so that's how many shirts is that? That's I guess we got the 3 black. Okay, so yeah, he's got 5 shirts. Yep, so that will
Sweet.
run me Let's see, that's 4 times 8, that's 32, 32 silver, and then the 1 gold for the purple. So let me do exchange rates here because I need to turn 21 gold into 30.
I'm pretty
It's
sure
10
it's
silver
10.
to
Yeah, so it'd just be 3 gold.
no,
So
I need
4.
3 gold, 2 silver.
Okay.
And I only have gold, so I'll give him
Wait, then what
4.
the hell's Electrum?
You
5
don't,
silver.
You don't want to know.
It's
I
5
have an
silver.
ele-
It's half
I
a
have-
gold piece.
Oh, I've got an Electrum.
Electrum sucks. Don't use it.
I've got
Okay,
one.
So
so I will
10
pay him
copper.
4 gold,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll get back
8.
8
Right?
silver.
Yeah, 8
Yes.
silver.
Okay,
All
so
right.
10 copper to
17
1
17
silver.
gold.
10 silver. 5 silver to 1 electrum. 2 electrum to 1 gold. 10 gold to 1
Wait.
platinum.
So, yeah, it's half a gold piece.
It's half a
Mhm.
gold piece. It's 5 silver. It's the
Mhm.
halfway point. It's actually super useful depending on what you're doing, but it's not really used much because silver's fine.
Yeah.
Remember in the last campaign when Zach set up like this? Zach and Joe set up like this whole economy for the Empire using their own currency.
That was in the future.
Because
This is the
That's in
past.
the
it's in the
future.
future. In the future, because we break it.
Yeah.
In the future, the coalition's gonna ruin the entire economy because Brock Halter takes both his gold and his starting armor.
That's true. That's
Which
true.
ruins which ruins the entire
world's
Bavarian economy.
Wow, how does that ruin the economy?
What is the name
So
of
much
They're not
gold.
even in country at the time. They haven't started the invasion yet.
What is the name of this shop I'm in? I actually really like this like NPC guy. This like this kind young fellow wants
Uh,
to be a clothes fashion man.
You see that it is called Lads Fashion.
Lads.
LADDS.
I like
Oh,
that. I
like.
like that. Lads. I like that.
You gotta.
Lads fashion.
You looking for an advertisement boy who can spread your shop's name out throughout the aisles?
Well, I mean, my shop is already pretty well known, I'd say.
Yes, but we're going all the way down to Zlad.
Well, I mean, if I don't know. I don't think my wares are so immaculate that they would draw in.
Oh, now look at
That
this
much?
thread count. Look at the thread count on my fine gentleman's shirt here. Look at that. It's not just any
Hmm,
thread count. That's some serious gourmet stuff.
that is true, I guess. I've never really done any sort of ad campaign like that, but
Well, all it is well, it's simple. If you are willing to maybe supply my friend with a single pair of bonus pants, for he has only one,
That
we'll
is true.
we'll pass along good word of your shop throughout the aisles. Whenever I mean, look at this
Hmm.
man. Look at my friend Kaven over here. You think he's not gonna get stopped by every desperate for fashion young gentleman on the streets?
you have a good point. And I did just invent a new kind of trouser never seen before.
Whoa! Allow us to see.
And he walks over to like behind his little desk area, and he pulls out a pair of black leather pants, and he holds them up and says, "I call these the bell bottoms."
Oh,
Caven's gonna wear bell bottoms in medieval times.
Hey,
Black bell bottoms. Do they make bell bottoms in black? I need to see what this looks like.
yes.
That sounds amazing. Black
If
bell.
I'd like to pass a concept. I don't know what they'd look like, but you could call them Jean Co.
Jean Co.
Though those look awesome.
Some Jean
Not
Co.
practical to
jeans.
wear around, but I'm sorry. I'm looking at images of black bell bottoms. Those look sick.
You
Boots with the
see,
fur.
the more open bottom end of the pants allows for more air to rise upwards.
There's some sort of parachute pants. You're saying that?
I don't quite I'm not sure what that you mean by that, but
I think I'll be fine. I was planning on washing clothes every couple of days. It doesn't bother me to wash
Oh
pants
wow, these
multiple
do fuck.
times.
I'm just getting a
Are
bunch
you?
of I'm just getting a bunch of women's pants, but the one men's
Yeah.
black bell bottoms I see are pretty cool.
yeah.
Just put men's in front.
No, it's really funny to just look at women's bell bottoms. They kind of look like shit, but these
What?
men's ones look pretty good.
Yeah, actually, hold on. I've been looking at women's bell bottoms. Let me look at men's bell
Men's look.
bottoms.
It's just like cowboy pants.
Never mind. Those are too cool to pass up. I'm taking them. I'm taking bell. Caven's wearing bell bottoms.
All thanks to
right.
me and my quick words.
All I say is that you spread the name.
We would be delighted. Thank you.
I feel bad for not paying you for these. These are wonderful
You
looking.
pay him in your words, Cable.
It
Well,
is
my word
called.
doesn't mean much.
It is called exposure.
Fuck you.
Get paid in exposure.
Let us go.
This man looks. I bet this guy looks like Eggsy from the Kingsman, a hipster looking.
I think he looks like this.
Stop.
All right, a set of 5 shirts and 1 pair of black
sound like a
bell
Seinfeld
bottoms.
What was your name again?
Gabe is like looking back at Prod like the dad is like, is he pointing to me or?
I don't know.
He's
Me?
He's looking at you, Caven.
Oh, my name is Caven Leventis.
Ah, okay. I'll keep that name in mind. I am Luca Lads of Lads Fashion.
I love this man. Now, is that Luca with a C or a K?
Luka.
Luca
Oh,
with a
sorry.
K.
Yeah.
It's like Luca Megarin.
Or from Leaky Eye Luca.
It's that too, but Luca Megarin's cooler. She dances
Luca
on a table.
Lad. Oh, well, these are wonderful. Thank you, sir.
No problem. I hope to see you again at some point.
I hope so too. I'm traveling around with these fine folk for time being. I'm an adventurer of sorts, and I think it would be very nice to come back by here.
It would be my pleasure. You know, I've actually run
Journey,
into.
Caven's gonna move into Megalopolis as a fashion designer or a runway model.
You know,
Dancing all night.
I've actually run into quite a lot of people who describe themselves as adventurers. Must be a rising trade of sorts.
Well, if you'll allow me, I have a few talents of my own to spread. Yeah, you are very kind. I would love to give you a show of what I do for a living, I would say.
Sure, I'm
How
curious.
how do you fare with your knowledge of the past and the future? Is it something you're scared of or interested in knowing? I'm a
Oh,
fortune teller of sorts.
oh, interesting. Well, no offense, but I usually take it with a grain of salt. But
He's Romanian.
I am open to it.
And Caven's gonna fish into his like pants and pull out the deck of cards.
All right.
Question. Did Zort put the Empress back into the deck, or did he just shove it in the pocket?
It was in Caven's
It's in
pocket.
Kevin's pocket
But I assume you
Okay.
put it back into the deck. It's been like 3
within the last couple
days.
days.
I assume you've checked your pockets, but
No.
it's up to you. Okay.
He's
No.
a 16-year-old kid. What boy checks his pockets like religiously?
Okay.
Me.
Okay, so that means I have 21 minus the 4. So I got 17 cards. Okay. So I'm going to pull out the deck of cards, shuffle it up, and mix it up.
I will.
And then
roll.
he. Oh, you want to roll it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm him.
Make sure to roll a 117 And
then
then
a
a
1d2?
1d2 for
Okay.
which direction it is going in.
It's gonna be a public roll.
Okay, let me pull up my funny sheet. A 2 and a 2. uh, Interessante. He pulls out a very familiar card, and Prawn sees this too as he flips around the priestess card upside down,
Nice.
A priestess.
which is Caven's card, but upside down. Oh, that's very interesting, sir.
Oh, what does it mean?
Well, I
It
don't
means
know
you
if
will
I
live.
should.
It means
I
you
don't
will live
know
a
if I
very
should say.
fortuitous life
Like
as
I
long
said,
as you work hard.
I usually take these things with a grain of salt. I mean, but
Well, maybe you're holding something back from the people around you, and
hmm,
you're hiding a secret that could mess with your personal happiness, perhaps with your work.
that's interesting.
It's it's nothing to worry about. It's nothing bad per se. It's just the future. And then this cave in is with this awkward like silence.
Like I said, I won't lose any sleep over it.
All right.
Enjoy your shirts and pants, though. And good luck
Yes,
on the
thank you.
road.
Thank you. And
course.
Gavin will put the cards back in his pocket, and he will follow Prawn.
All right.
Ooh, the smithy.
The smithy.
No, 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 no. Hello, Smithy.
Caven will put on the black shirt.
You want to change pants real quick?
No, black on black is terrible. Don't do that.
Very well. I'm wearing black on black right now. I look great. Fuck you.
I like black on black.
Johnny
I'm
Cash.
just fucking with you. Hello,
Okay.
Smithmaster.
Yeah.
I'm here for objects of varying sizes and quality.
Well, I have just that.
First, can you make rings?
Hmm.
Not
Given
anything
some time,
fancy.
yes.
I'm just
More of
I
a
need
band.
Yeah, I mean, not nothing fancy. More just something. Oh, yeah, I could do bracelets too. That's probably more up your alley.
Oh, I say rings would be faster and cheaper, less metal.
Yes, I need five
Five of
rings
them.
of your cheapest, shittiest metal.
Okay, I can make it out of copper if you want.
Uh, let's go a little bit above that. I
Um.
don't want it to break, but I need it.
Oh, well, I mean, copper won't break. It's still a sturdy metal. Just wouldn't use it for, armor or a sword.
Yes, then we'll do copper. I need 5 rings of copper.
Okay. That'll
And I
cost you
need.
about a silver.
Alright, and I need you to do a bit of engraving for me. Can you do that?
Ooh, that'll be 2 silver, I'm afraid.
I don't mind paying it. I need you to engrave it with this symbol for me. Can you do that?
Like an eyeball? Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I can do that.
I need it on the outside of every ring.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay. I need to give you the gold.
Yes, that'll be 2 silver. Should be done
need to get
in
my-
about an hour and a half maybe.
Gotcha. And then while we're discussing this, I happen to be in the need. Did I have the halberd? I do. Check out this broken halberd. How much do you think you could fix this up
Ooh.
for? It's quite bad. We might probably need a new head entirely on this thing.
I mean, the head's like rusty and maybe a little melty, and then
Yeah, that's what
the
I was thinking.
actual like the wood is like cracked and like about to break.
This thing's a bit of a piece of shit. Do you think you could get it acceptable? I'm not talking for a makeover, just presentable, the kind of piece you'd put on a wall. You know what I mean?
I could
Like a replica sword almost, not very, you wouldn't want to use it, but it's like, it's pretty.
Seems
memories.
like
You know?
What?
half of the seems like half of the spear tip seems to have melted off, and well, the axe part is almost like it's almost making a right turn halfway down. But I can straighten it back out
That'll
if
work.
that's what you want. Okay.
It just needs to be acceptable.
Okay. Well, we'll round up to 5 silver total then.
Great. Now, don't. I've got this arrowhead.
Yes, seems like
I
it's
need you to
been
unbend it.
used.
Yes, I need the original arrow intact but rebent for acceptable use.
I could do that. Make it 6 silver then. And give me 2 hours.
And I feel like at this point, Caven, do you want anything? I mean, we're getting a bill going here.
Well, I do have
All right, our bones.
and Gavin just nervously looks at the blacksmith to see if he says anything. We have bones.
Pick this shit out, blacksmith.
I've worked
Getting
on weirder
crazy?
things. I once
Gavin's
out-
gonna pull out the giant rune tiger's femur.
Check out that shit, blacksmith. Isn't that crunk?
Would you be able to perhaps turn this into a weapon of any sort? Sword,
See my
spear?
You see my friend's funny little red club he's carrying.
Well, it doesn't
it's
have to be a club per se. It seems almost barbaric, but it's what I use to keep the wolves off of the flock. I
That's
don't
what
really
you're
seem
used
like
to.
It is what I'm used to, but
Well,
I've
perhaps.
also handled other things.
Well, what do you prefer then? I thought you'd probably want to keep something close to your Tetsubo, but I guess it is your bone.
This definitely isn't normal ivory. Ain't exactly bone either.
Could you tell us what it could be?
Oh,
Would it be, or, well, I guess the question I should pose is it fit for a weapon?
it's almost I'd say it'd more fit as like maybe the centerpiece for an armor, perhaps.
Is it, viable for?
I mean, I can see if I can shave it down into a blade, maybe, or maybe put a handle on it for a club.
But you don't that you think that's about it? That's all you could do with it, you know?
Oh,
Do you think it would be better as an armor?
Given the shape, it'd be a little difficult to make it into any sort of armor itself, but maybe like the centerpiece of one. Maybe the inner piece of a chest plate.
I guess we'll see what you can make weapon wise, what you think it would be best for.
Alright, I'll see if I can shave it down, and if not, I'll try to put a handle on it.
How
Okay.
much will that be?
Oh, I'd say that it would round it up to about a gold.
That's fine.
Also,
Check out
let's
my
call it about another hour. We're up to 3 hours
Caven
now.
Caven will hand him three gold.
3 gold.
Hello,
Okay.
Goose.
3 gold.
Well, that will work because I've got 4 giant tiger claws. Look at it. These things are like 4 feet tall long. Look at this. And they're sharp
Caven
too.
Caven fishes out another gold. That's 4 gold.
You
I've
get-
got plenty.
I'm paying him gold per hour.
Damn, he's gonna fucking work quick. You're also since you're paying him up front.
Wow, okay, I can make something out of this.
Check out my giant tiger claws.
And the tiger
And the
claw.
tiger claws.
Check
Thank
out
you.
this shit. They're
I
sharp.
once had someone request something close to this, but it's almost like some sort of almost like a goblet you put your hand in, but on the outside the claws are
I'm not
sort of-
making the Mantis Queen from fucking Fallout New Vegas.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a sick
a-
fucking melee
It's a
weapon.
melee weapon.
Oh,
Can you make them into
That's
like a
quite good.
sword, maybe?
a sword.
Like a rapier, because they got a fine point.
Oh, they're not
I'll take
that
any other
long.
They're 4 feet long.
They're not 4 feet long. Where'd you
Well,
get that they
can
are
we-
4 feet long?
From the giant 4 feet long scratch marks, I kind of just
That,
assumed.
the
that doesn't mean
tusks.
they were.
Oh my
not
god!
what I mean.
One's got an int of 12. They're not very smart.
Okay, literally, a knife could be a foot long and it could just drag infinitely.
I
That doesn't
know.
mean it's infinitely long.
And we
I'm
can
gonna hurt him.
combine the
I'm
giant
gonna
fire
hurt
claw.
him.
I mean, they're big enough to where I could maybe make each one into like a dagger or a throwing knife, maybe.
Can we like break it down? Well, can we like combine? I'll break it down. Maybe you did some funny stuff with his armor. Suggested it.
It seems pretty dense. I
Psst.
don't know if I
Psst.
can.
What?
That's a weapon.
I know. I'm exploring my options. Can we get 2 of them and make a bow out of it?
A bow?
We got some strong bones. Get a string, lace it up.
I don't really work on bows that much, I'm afraid.
Not for us. That sucks. If we were to make a dagger, how hard do you think it would stab?
It's pretty sharp. I mean, it's a claw.
Oh yeah.
This guy's a very old-looking dwarf, by the way.
I know.
With
That's what I
red
kind
hair.
of figured. Now,
Yeah.
in terms of, I don't know, maybe
Well, that's how you know he's good.
Mm-hmm.
maybe if we put the stabbing equivalents into maybe an easily formatable number, such as a D. We'll use D. How many D do you think such of these would be able to stab effectively as?
I make the weapons. I don't use them.
That's fine. I'll give you 2 of them to make into 2 daggers.
Okay. I can definitely do that.
How many hours do you think that would be?
Oh,
lot.
I'd say we're up to 3.5 hours now.
That's
We'll
fine.
give him 4 gold.
Haven, stop giving them all your money.
Thank you for the generous tip, I guess. I'll work extra hard.
Now for these last 2, could you? No, you.
Oh my god, there's more.
I've got 2 more.
At this point, he's grabbed like a piece of parchment and
He's just writing it
yeah,
down.
he's writing everything down.
Could you turn these 2 claws into arrows of sorts?
Arrows.
Arrowheads.
I could do
Just
that.
arrows? I don't know.
I could fit one of them onto that bent arrow if you want.
Oh, perfect. And then I'll keep this last one as a trophy.
Okay. That works. Okay. So we have we have the large piece of ivory. I'll see what I can make of that. We have the 2 daggers, the 2 arrows, and what was the first thing? I didn't write that one down.
What was it? A dagger?
The halberd.
Ah,
halberd!
yes, the halberd. I'll get that. Bent the right way. Okay. 3.5 hours.
What weapons you got for sale?
Prawn, I think he has enough.
Well, I'm just looking to buy his pre-made wares that he can
Yes,
sell
I mean
now.
I have
I need something dexterous, something that you gotta have a good wrist to use.
I have short swords, long swords. I even just made a great sword.
None of those are quite the dexterous level I need. We need to go faster.
Like
Quicker.
what?
A rapier.
I see you have like 3 on you. You really need any more?
Yes, I need to
Zorro.
upgrades, people. Upgrades.
So you want me to upgrade your rapier? You don't want to buy a new one?
If you have a better one, I'll just buy it from you. But if not, then I'll add it on to the order.
I mean, I have a rapier.
Is it a normal one? Would you compare it to this?
I'd say it's about the same as that one.
And you'd say it's worse than this one. I've got 2 rapiers in my hand. I'm telling you, this is pretty great.
Ooh.
Yosuke with the 2 swords in the middle of the shopping mall.
I'd say the one in your left hand is actually a bit better than this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, what upgrades could you do for me then?
I can see if I can, well, I'd probably have to replace the blade of that one to make it any better. I mean,
If you're going to replace the blade, then do it with the shittier one. Here.
okay, I can do that.
Just give me the blade metal back.
Okay, that would add probably about 5 gold.
That's fine. To the whole order, or
Yes,
just to get the blade back?
To the whole order.
That's fine. I've got 5 gold in my hand. Here, take it.
Okay.
So
okay.
this man now has 8 gold.
Hey, here you go.
Hey.
Well, come-
Alright, I'm gonna mute the bot.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And what is the name of this place?
It seems to not have a name.
All right. What's the name of the place we are currently in?
Like the name of the town?
Yes.
Luimjur.
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 All right, I'm going to meditate outside. Do you have like a waiting room, like a, some like a
There's
carriage
a bench down the street.
All right, I'm waiting on that bench down the street, and I'm meditating for 4.5 hours.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in touch with my spiritual side while I do that.
All right. Cutting to a different person. Carl, make a deception check for me and tell me what you're saying.
What do you mean deception?
Fine, persuasion. Make a persuasion check. And tell me what you're saying. Have you taken off your armor or anything?
I think I'll take off my armor.
Okay.
I'm wearing like my priest robes,
Oh, okay.
and I'm like, the god of death is coming for you. You should act with haste and get your affairs in order. Telling people to become timely and
Make a
hoping that they'll
persuasion check.
heed these words and maybe pay some forward to me.
Eventually, there seems to be this young child who seems to have a basket of bread, and they sort of stop and look over at you, and they go, "What do you mean, mister?"
You have to begin the dread now. You have to start being worried now.
Worried about what?
Your ultimate demise.
What do you mean?
Can I peer into his future?
Are you a clairvoyant?
Make a insight check.
I got +4 to that.
You sense great demise.
Is it painful?
No.
Is it quick?
Is it soon or far away?
You're thinking like a couple months. It's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
Sudden.
Is he
and
gonna have like a
painless.
fucking brain aneurysm?
I'm gonna come down off my like stool.
Yeah.
Ivory
And I'm
tower.
gonna get like real close to him and be like, you don't have much time left. You gotta say everything you wanna say before you go.
What do you mean?
You're gonna die, kid.
I'm not gonna die.
You should tell your parents you love them.
I already do.
You should tell them every day.
I already.
You only got a little bit left, kid. I can see.
Okay.
And I was just like, I'm like going crazy. Like,
Yeah.
just go like, oh wait, Chris can't pick it up. Kid, you're gonna die. You gotta tell your parents you love them.
I'm getting
Make the best of what you have now.
I'm getting the guards. And they run off.
You better run, boy.
I'm gonna go back up onto my step stool and just keep telling them about how God, the Thanatos, is coming for them. And they should repent.
Make another persuasion check for me. Ooh, 15. You see a rather old let's see. Yeah. You see a rather old Loxodon kind of stop and look over at you. And he goes, "What's this about demise?"
Do I see any insight about him?
Make a make an insight check. We'll see. You see his death is far off, but there's a different kind of ruin that awaits him in the financial part of his life.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
For a good long while.
Okay.
Do all the things I say, though. Tell your family that you love them. Make
I'll,
amends. But you don't have to worry for quite a while. I see your future.
I'll do just that, I guess.
And donate to me so I can further help my cause. I'm going south.
Oh, sorry, I don't know. I don't have anything on me.
Well, good luck to you then.
I guess good luck to you.
Financially.
Okay. And he kind of goes around the corner, and you feel someone tap on your shoulder, and as you look over, you see like three, like you see a group of like three guards have kind of like snuck up on you, and they say, "What are you preaching?"
I am preaching that you should love your family and make amends before you die.
There was a little kid that said that you were telling people they were gonna like die soon. You're gonna freak people out.
He is gonna die soon. I saw it. I foresee it.
I'm sure you can, but people don't really people don't really like that information. I mean, just say
Sometimes change is difficult.
sure, but
You must get over it.
yeah, just
Bennett Folly.
don't go tell people they're gonna die. People,
When is he gonna die?
uh, do an insight. Oh, you get like a really bad feeling. He's gonna die in like half an hour probably.
From what?
Um, you like
Can I
a
see that much?
if you had to guess, like you think something's gonna like fall on his head maybe.
I foresee it. I sense it. You should go home now and say goodbye to your loved ones. You have not but 30 minutes to live.
Really?
Something heavy will fall upon you. I
Yeah.
foresee it.
They give us these steel noggins. I don't think I really gotta worry about that.
My visions are never wrong.
Yeah,
Heed my words.
just
You will die in half an hour.
don't go causing any more trouble, okay?
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. All
This
right.
is
Framed
really
for
important.
murder. He's gonna get
He's
framed
about
for
to die in half an
murder.
hour. I want him to go home and say goodbye to his loved ones before he sees Thanatos.
Okay.
And when he does go, I want to help guide his soul.
Okay. He sort of immediately notices that you're following him, and he asks you to please stop.
I must help you when your moment comes.
I'm...
Tell me, who do you worship?
Why, the Emperor, of course.
Will
He
he
who
guide
sits
you
upon the
to
golden
eternal
throne.
life?
Well, of course.
I don't see him helping.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. It's my belief. Uh,
I'm just gonna keep following him, like at a respectful
Okay.
distance. So I don't want to get crushed either.
Okay. While you're waiting for the man to die, Zort, you have found
Yeah.
a nice looking shop that seems to fit the bill.
Like an alchemist shop, perhaps, or
Yeah.
nice. All right. Zort's gonna walk inside, the barrel hoist on his shoulder, and look for the person at the counter.
Okay. You see, like this middle-aged man with spectacles that seems to be crushing up something in one of those mortal and
Pestle.
pestle. Yeah, those.
Immortal and pester.
Yeah.
Mortar and pestle.
I couldn't remember what it was called.
More mortal and pester.
So, Zort kind of says, hello there, sir. Are you an alchemist?
Why, yes, I am.
Oh, excellent. I have something here that might be interesting to you. I'm not quite sure if it is, but I'm kind of just trying to figure it out as I go. And Zort puts the barrel down, probably on the floor, not on the counter right now.
Yeah, he like walks around the like counter, and
So, I'm an adventurer of sorts, sir. A hunter, you could say, of many different things. An adventurer, an aspiring hero, and this is from one of my latest adventures, or me and my compatriots. I wouldn't open the barrel right away, or at all.
What's inside?
It's some form of ooze, like a gray or a black ooze. I'm no ooze expert. I'm an undead person myself, or an undead expert. I'm not dead. Ha 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 ha.
I see that. Did you kill it, or is it still alive?
It's alive. I managed to put it back in the barrel. I'm not quite sure what sort of alchemical agent is preventing it from escaping, but the fiends who were in possession of it sicked it on us, and I managed to get the barrel back around it before it could kill anyone.
This was an ooze owned by fiends.
Fiends in the only most metaphorical sense. They were some form of mer people. They were pirates.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well,
I'm not sure if you could use it for any sort of alchemical means, or if you'd be willing. I just want someone who is knowledgeable of this matter. I studied it for a time. I would take a reward if you had one, or I'd just be happy to know that it was in the hands of someone who wasn't going to use it for any evil means. Or if you do not want it, I will look elsewhere.
He sort of walks around the counter and goes, "Well, I must inspect it first."
Fine, I believe it to be dormant. The first mate of the ship I'm traveling on and I inspected it quite thoroughly, each of us, and I believe it to be dormant inside, though it starts to wake up once you uncap it after a little bit.
You see him sort of put on these large, thick gloves and like an apron, and he walks over and goes, "All right, go ahead and open it for me."
All right. Do you want it up on the counter?
No, it's fine.
All right. And so it just kind of pops it.
He sort of peeks inside and goes, "Ah, yes, it is a gray ooze. Hmm." And he kind of reaches back and gets this kind of long metal rod and sort of pokes it down in there. It seems, yes, it's definitely dead. The acidity is gone from it. But
Really?
this is an extremely rare find, I do have to say.
Do they require food? I haven't fed it.
No,
That might have been what.
no. It is as dead as 3 o'clock, I'm afraid.
Hmm. So it seems. Do you think I starved it? Or that's what. What do you think happened to it? Because I'm certain that I didn't kill it.
Well, I don't know, actually.
Quite interesting. So it's of no harm to anyone then.
No, only though, if you might want to step back.
All right. And so it kind of stepped back a few feet.
He gets like a wooden dial rod and sticks it in. What is so amazing about these oozes? You see, when they're alive, they give off this sort of charge. It's the best way to explain it. And they only eat through material when they are charged. But when not charged, they are inert. See? And he pulls out the wooden rod, and it's you see it sort of like dripping off a bit. It's not like melting or anything. And he puts it back in, and he puts two hands on the metal rod, and you see that there are sort of these bright flashes of light as sparks sort of arc from his fingers to the rod, and you immediately see like this mist start to rise out of the barrel.
That's safe.
As soon as he stops, it sort of simmers out, and he grabs the wooden rod again, and you see that it's completely eaten the end off. See, it very useful for potions and whatnot.
Dakota, are you in a
Dakota,
hurricane?
are you all right?
That's so loud. Are you in a hurricane? All of a sudden, your
fuck's
mic just started. Your mic is picking up like Blair Witch Project noises.
Vacuum cleaner sounds.
Oh, is it a
Better
vacuum?
now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're generating
I don't know
some
what the fuck
awful
happened.
That
static
scared the
there,
shit
man.
out of me.
I go here. Hold on. Doing it
So,
now.
no. So, sir, what is it exactly you were doing there?
Oh, see, I put a charge into it, and that charge activated its acidic properties.
Oh.
That's why it is so useful in potions and whatnot. It's only acidic when you want it to be. An extremely
Very
rare
interesting.
material.
So I assume if it's rare, you're quite happy that I brought it into your store today.
Yes, including the barrel. It seems to be enchanted of some sorts with some sort of abjuration protection on it.
I didn't even think of that. I'm no mage myself. I figured it had some sort of lining, but you're probably right.
Let's see, the barrel and the full liquid amount from a gray ooze. Let's see. I can offer you about 200 gold for this.
200 gold, sir. That seems like quite a steep price. Are you sure?
Yes, the last time I came across any sort of ooze like this, it was in a simple potion bottle. The man tried to charge me an arm and a leg for it, and now you bring me an entire barrel full. It's the find of a century for someone like me.
Sir, do you think I have an idea? Just money to me is only as practical as the things it can be used for. Do you think instead of payment, you could offer me perhaps alchemist supplies and maybe teach me the ways of potion making. I'm quite interested in discovering the making of my own potions.
200
Hmm.
gold.
I don't, or at least supplement the gold as is. I'm not sure what you think is fair, but I've been, it's been striking my fancy recently that I believe making potions would be quite interesting. I'm a hunter, you see, and I'm quite good at gathering materials.
Hmm.
I'm gonna work on my
I
will and
see.
testament while I'm doing this.
Well, I am quite a busy man. I'm one of the only alchemists in the city, so I'm afraid I
Ah,
could not take time out of my day to give you lessons or anything. But let's see, 200 gold. I could throw together maybe like a alchemist kit, and I have quite a nice book that I've actually written myself.
oh, I mean that sounds excellent, sir. I mean, if you'd be willing, that's seems like a fair deal to me. You see, I have no use for the thing, and you seem like quite a sensible individual, and I'd appreciate that it was in the hands of someone that wasn't going to do evil with it.
Right. Okay. Let's see. And he pulls out a book. Uh, and it says Mander's compendium of alchemical ingredients and procedures.
Hmm, interesting. You said Manders.
It is Mander's compendium of alchemical ingredients and procedures.
Hmm, this what seems wonderful, sir.
Yes,
Like
this
I would assume
and
you're Mander.
let's see. Yes, my name is Mander Groove. And this alchemy kit as well. I'll throw in some extra ingredients as well that you wouldn't find in a normal one as a bit of a bonus. And I'm afraid that actually doesn't come up to our total, so I'll offer you 50 gold on top of all this. Okay, so this is an incredibly rare ingredient in quite a large quantity.
Well, I believe that to be a perfectly reasonable deal myself. Carrying too much gold on me at once it's icky. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm
Oh,
a
not
simple man.
particularly, but to each man's beliefs.
Thank you.
All right. Is there anything else you would need today?
Believe so. I was hoping to find someone to deliver this barrel to, and I I've been thinking to myself about potions. I'm glad that someone understand. I could find someone who understands. Like I've never been one very capable with magic, though recently I find myself a little more whimsical than normal, you could say.
Yes.
I had a sort of groundbreaking experience.
Yes. Well, you know what they say. Potion making is the gateway to the realm of magic.
Magic. I
Yes.
like the sound of that. Perhaps. Well, sir, it was a fine day meeting you, Mr. Mander Gru. And if you need anything else, my name is Zort, and I am a traveling adventurer. I hope that one day we will cross paths again, unless perchance you need anything at this very moment. I am off to go look for several other things.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Have an excellent day. And Zort sort of gives him a little head nod and walks out
Good day.
with his new alchemical things and his gold.
Yes.
And now, Zort, I guess next would find. He's looking for like a leather worker, I guess you could say.
Yeah. You
Not
can,
like a blacksmith, but like a leather worker. Same sort
Yeah.
of thing.
You actually see like seems to be a shop, and out front there seems to be a bunch of workers uh that are like tanning hide and whatnot, that you sort of have to walk by to get to the actual shop.
shit,
So it
this actually
seems
works.
pretty legit.
Well, this seems like a place. And
Damn it, you beat me to it. You should have seen what I was gonna put in.
damn, you can put it after.
I was gonna put in this.
Oh, I guess Zort would probably like walk up to someone outside and be like, hello, are you folks taking new orders today?
From behind you, you hear, "Yes, we are actually."
Oh, Zort turns around. Hello. What does he say?
It is a younger-looking orcish man.
Oh, hello there, sir. And Zort extends his hand out for a handshake.
Hello, my name's Marco. I assume you're
Marco.
looking for some sort of leatherworking. That's my trade, my business, my livelihood.
I can appreciate that. Yes, sir, indeed I am. You see, I'm an adventurer by trade. That's my trade, my livelihood, and my work. And recently, me and my companions have slew a mighty beast in the forests not too far from here. And a friend of mine, well, I'm looking to. I've skinned the beast, and I wanted its hide. I have its fur and hide in here, strapped to my back. And Zort kind of takes it off and unveils like this the brilliant fur. I was looking to turn it into some sort of cloak or jacket for a good friend of mine. He's a 16-year-old human, I believe.
Where'd you get fur like this? This belongs to a snow tiger, not of these lands.
Well, look a little closer, sir. I think you'll notice some interesting flecks within the fur.
This blue sheen.
I believe, sir, that whatever beast it was that we slew was made of some foul magics, not natural in this world. It was infesting the town to the east of here. Have you heard of Erithos?
I have not.
Well, it's a small settlement, and we were passing through there when there were some very strange signs which my party believed to be a vampire, and then a werewolf, and then many other different beasts, though I wasn't quite sure what it was. But it seems that what it ended up being was some sort of, I believe it to be some sort of cougar or mountain lion, but it turns out to, I believe, be some sort of cougar.
Interesting.
It was interesting in color, as you see. Looking in it, its stomach was rotten almost from its lack of food. Its teeth had an interesting mechanism, almost like a vampire. It hinged, and it seems like it would stick its fangs into the townsfolk's head at night and suck their brains out, it seems. It had psychic ability of some sort, and some other things I won't get into.
Well, that's
Anyway.
quite the story, I do say.
Yes, if you'll believe it. I've had my fair share of unlikely stories, as I'm sure you have in the leatherworking business.
Yes, actually, Manfrey, get over here. Seems like we have some sort of magic pelt again.
Ah, again.
A magic pelt, is it? And you see this, very old, decrepit-looking man, but surprisingly built, walks over, and goes, snow tiger and, bit of magic, seems like. Master Roshi.
We need him, but he's built. We need the fucking him with his
That's what
shirt
I'm
off.
looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah!
That's exactly how this man looks.
Oh my god. Do
Yeah,
not
this is,
let a woman near him.
This is Manfrey. He leads my little group of hunters that goes out and gets all the hide.
Oh. Oh, quite interesting. I wonder, have you seen anything like this before? Because I had not.
Can't say I have, but well, and he kind of puts his hand over it. Ooh, this is some powerful stuff, I gotta say.
Yes, a friend of mine, I'm interested in turning into some sort of armor, whether it be a cloak or a jacket for him. He did a lot in in the fight we had against it, and he's impressed me so much, especially for his young age. I wanted to reward him and give him a little something of my token of appreciation.
Wow, okay, yeah, ooh, this could definitely make a pretty killer jacket or cape, maybe.
I'm thinking a cloak might be more his style. You know, he seems like a cloak sort of guy.
Yeah. You know, I have a I have a hunch, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I trust you as you would trust me to hunt monsters. I trust you to work with these materials.
I promise I'll pay you back if anything happens to it, but I'm pretty positive I just might know what this is gonna be. And he
I have about 30 pounds of hide here, so
puts
I
it up
believe you have plenty.
on a tanning rack, and
Mhm.
he kind of points his finger at it, much like you've seen Relb do, and a bit of
Mhm.
fire sparks out from it and hits it, and it seems to almost get put out, like there's like wind on it.
Huh.
Look at that.
Hmm.
And then he
Quite
goes,
interesting.
yeah, and he kind of does the like boy motion with his
Like a hand, like a
yeah,
hand fucking
and
chop.
you see like this sort of like beam of bright white ice hit the material, and you see the crystals starting to form and go around it, but they seem to almost be sort of pushed off. And he goes, "Yep, now this is some high dollar stuff. We usually gotta get stuff like this enchanted, but seems like you found yourself a bunch of magically resistant fur here."
Oh, that seems quite interesting. I hadn't even hoped for anything that good. I just figured it was quite a sturdy beast. It must have some sort of protective property.
Yeah, I mean, this we can definitely make some out of this, but it's gonna cost you a pretty penny.
Hmm. I would hope that I would have the money. I've just come into a little bit of it myself.
Hmm. Well, what do you want? You said like a cloak, maybe?
Cloak or maybe some sort of jacket. You know, like the sleeveless sort of jackets, the fur ones that you might see on cold days, especially one by lords. Not
Oh,
too regal, mind
like
you, but something practical.
like hmm. So, like a doublet, but more practical, perhaps?
Something of that nature. Uh, maybe like a vest is what I mean.
A vest.
Like
Yeah.
this picture I found on eBay,
Hmm.
but less fucking horrible than this picture I found on eBay.
I could definitely make
Like
that.
like a fur vest. I figured that might be the most practical and maybe something that would really show it off.
All right. Hmm. I'd say give me uh give me 4 hours and 30 gold, and you got yourself a nice vest.
Yes, I don't have the exact dimensions, but I can tell you he's a human male, about 16, and I have 30 gold right here, sir. And so it opens up his gold pouch and just starts counting. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
Okay, very good.
And you said how long? 4 hours.
Oh, 4 hours, yes.
Excellent. I will be back by then. I actually have to go see if I can't find myself things in the meantime.
All right, and your name, if we lose you.
Zort. Zort.
Okay, Zort.
I don't believe there's any other Zorts.
Probably not. All right, I'll get to work on it right now.
Excellent. I'll be back in a few hours.
Okay. Hallmark.
You should really unmute the bot.
I don't know. That's a lot of tap dancing noises.
It is a lot of tab.
It's pretty amazing, honestly. It's better than I thought it would be.
All right, I think the only person not actually, I guess in terms of who's waiting, is Prawn and Caven. Is there anything you want to do while you wait?
He got
No.
his shirts. I
Okay.
don't really have anything left. I guess I'll eat one of my rations.
Okay.
Good point. I will do the same.
Yes. Then I guess next in terms of order of people waiting, it would be Carl, because that was 30 minutes. Carl, as
How
you're
did this person die?
as you're walking down the street, sort of following this man on patrol, you see a side of a building. You see dust starting to sort of pour off of it. And you see as a loose brick comes undone and is tumbling through the air towards this man. And you see it strike him, bounce off of his helmet, and he looks behind him and goes, Stupid builders couldn't make a shed to save their lives. And he keeps walking.
Was that the event I foresaw?
It's been about half an hour.
I'll keep going with it for a little bit.
Okay. But after 30 more minutes, nothing seems to happen.
Oh well. Okay. Thanatos has other uses for him. And I'll walk back to everyone else.
Okay.
Did I make any money?
You got 1 copper that the
Score.
little kid tossed to you as they ran away. Next up, I believe would be Prawn and Caven.
What about Relb?
Relb is. Wait.
Making bombs.
He brought the charcoal
Yeah,
back
he
to the
just
boat.
brought the
Oh,
charcoal.
that's
I'm sure
right,
he was
forgot
looking for
about
everything
Relb.
else. I'm like,
I
what about my man Relb?
I forgot about him. I'm sorry. It's a lot to keep track of. Relb.
Yes.
What are you looking for? What kind of store?
Threaded metal pipe,
Okay.
sulfur,
Mm-hmm.
and saltpeter.
Okay.
Salt penis?
The first thing
Shut
that
up.
you
Shut up.
come across, both of you on the bench see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Both of you
Phantasmal.
on the bench see Relb sort of walk up to the blacksmith, but Relb doesn't exactly see you. Relb, you walk up to a blacksmith and he seems very busy working at the forge, but he kind of looks back and goes, "Hey,
Hello there.
hello."
Relb requires 3 lengths of metal pipe.
Metal pipe? I think I have.
Playing pipe?
I think I
Metal
have.
tubing.
Okay. I think I have. I have some that I can cut for you.
Please.
I can do that. How's about a gold?
Is that for all of them or?
All 3. Yeah, I just kind of have to cut them.
Okay, here.
And Relb hands him a gold piece.
Right. And you see him sort of start to heat up different sections of this sort of long, like 6-foot pipe that he pulls out from behind a bench, and he heats up. He heats up like 3 different spots, and then sort of hammers them out and gets them round. And he says, "All right, they're cooling off, and here you go."
And I assume that includes like the little caps for them.
He can include those, yeah.
Okay. I have those in my inventory real quick.
Thank you.
Yeah, good day. And
Relb is going to go to like an alchemist shop or something. Or he's
Okay.
gonna look for one.
cool. You actually you actually run into Zort. He seems to be standing outside of some sort of tanning like shop.
Hello, Zort.
Well, hi, Relb. How you doing?
Relb is doing well.
Nice. Yes, I actually just sent in for an order. Oh, it's been quite the eventful time. I managed to sell that ooze barrel.
You with the Bernie slime?
Yes, I sold it to an alchemist. He wanted to give me 200 gold, but I didn't think that would fair. So,
Zort,
I took some.
Zort, this is urgent. Where is the alchemist?
Oh, are you looking for an alchemist?
Yes.
And Zort points in the direction he came from. Yes, his name is Mandergrew. Nice guy. Tell him you're one of my friends that helped me slay that slime, and I think he might like you. He's a nice guy.
Where?
I right down there. I came from that direction.
Thank
I
you.
found it easy enough.
Relb goes in the direction Zort points.
Goodbye, Robe.
You very easily find this place.
Relb like
And-
sticks his head in.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, you see the man sort of crouched over the Zort's barrel, and you see him with like a bunch of like potion bottles filled with gray liquid. He seems to be scooping it out of the barrel. Hello.
Hello. Relb requires things.
What sort of things?
Sulfur and saltpeter.
I can do that. How much do you need?
5 pounds each.
Okay, that'll run
Can-
you about 10
Maybe
gold.
some
Relb looks around. Are there any like a little like test tube esque flasks lying around?
There are, yeah.
Relb will grab, let's say, 15 of those.
How much for these?
Ooh, that would be 15 of them. I'd say 30 gold.
Okay. So that's 30 gold for the tubes and the.
Yes, and for 5 pounds of both of your requested materials.
This is agreeable.
Okay,
Relb hands him 30 gold.
thank you very much, and feel free to shut me down, but what are your plans with such materials? Are you getting into alchemy there?
Of sorts, it is. Relb mixes them together to create a fine dust that, when exposed to heat, it causes immense pressure and makes things go boom. Relb needs them for adventuring purposes.
Ah, I have heard of such experimental mixtures that they are using for mining in the south.
That is where Relb learned of this nowadays. He has
Oh.
learned to adapt it to his own needs.
Interesting. It's a rather intriguing study. I'll have to look into it.
The basic mixture is these 2 ingredients and charcoal dust.
Ah, I see how that
It's
would become flammable, and the only
simple
thing you are
yet
missing is such combustion under pressure.
And that is what these are for. And Rel pulls out the metal tubes.
Ah, even with threaded caps, you are smart. I do have to say.
Rel like walks up to the
slime barrel. Relb recognizes this from boat.
Oh, did it belong to you?
No, it attacked boat Relb was on.
Ah, you must know that Zort fella then.
Zort is good friend of Relb.
Ah, he seems like a good man.
Relb remembers there is magic on these, and he like taps
the metal bands that hold the
Ah,
barrel together.
so you picked up on it too. It's abjuration magic, but extremely powerful, enough to protect from the erosion of this substance.
Well, Relb thanks you, but he must return to his boat so he does not get left behind.
Of course. Good day to you, Relb.
Thank you.
And Rel leaves.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Next up, it is, Relb, is there anything else that you would like to get on your way back to the boat?
No. Anything else you can probably get for like on the boat.
Yes. Okay. All right. Next up in the line of waiting is Prawn and Kaven. The blacksmith sort of calls you over, and he first hands you the halberd, which seems to be restored to its original form, and he says, "This definitely won't be as sturdy as it used to be, but it should muster up the same amount of cutting force. It just might not last as long. You know, the
Excellent.
seem to be acid burns on there, which sort of
Yes, he killed a slime goblin.
oh, I'd hate to see one of those.
There was a goblin made of slime. You wouldn't believe it.
All right, and then here's that arrow you requested. And,
I will now change the title to say not bent.
Yeah, and you see now the wooden shaft of the arrow is much like wider now, as it's sort of like it's been like inserted out of a hollowed out like cavity in the bone.
Very good.
Yes, that should might not be able to go as far, as it's much more heavy. I tried to balance it as much as I could, but it should provide quite the impact force.
This is great. Exactly what I needed.
And here is your rapier as well.
Now this I look forward to.
And I'll add all of these after the.
Also, I forgot about my other arrow. Can I just lose some of my electrum and get this fixed now? I don't want to wait again.
Yeah.
I just genuinely forgot about it. It's just gonna be a normal arrow.
What do you want done to it?
No, nothing. Just fixed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Its legacy is pure enough. It shot an apple. It's not really. It's just for the shitpost of it.
Yeah. Okay.
I can just actually take one of my other arrows.
William
and
Tell
fix it
ass.
that way.
Yeah. Okay.
I got 3 now.
Nah.
I got 3 unique arrows.
Then he holds up the 2 daggers. And says, these should cut quite well. It turns out, if you heat up this bone like it is some sort of metal, it can actually be worked, surprisingly. So,
I gotta tell
here's
you,
your
this is pretty
blade.
terrific.
And for you, young man, like I said, I was experimenting with the bone some, and it almost works more like a metal than a bone. So, I have made. There wasn't enough for a long sword, unfortunately, but this is a short sword that should do you quite well, made out of this strange ivory.
All right.
And he hands it over, and you see it has this like dark, old growth looking wooden handle, and the blade sort of comes jetting out of it, and you see it is in the shape of a normal short sword, but it has this very stylized divot going down the middle of the blade and stopping just a few inches away from the very tip of the sword. And all while there's this sort of shimmer that sort of echoes back and forth between the blue veins of the ivory.
That's sick.
I'm
Going for
not.
swords now, Caven.
Yes.
Gonna be swinging blades around like me.
It looks like it. This is quite a nice weapon. That and I really just didn't want to damage Mr. Brown's keepsake.
Understandable. Swords are quite effective. Especially you get a good cut at and they're dead. That's
Yes.
all it takes. With that, you had to break bones, go through multiple layers. With a sword, you could just go right between the ribs, right on through.
I would rather not think about that sort of thing.
Not that bad.
It's
I-
merely for self-defense.
I've never really worked with any sort of bone like this before, so I do have to tell you that I did mess up in my early test with it. That is why I could only make a short sword. But the material that I could no longer use, I melted down into a ingot of this ivory.
Oh
that
shit,
I
my
am now
rings!
giving to you. Oh yes, the rings. Here you go.
My rings!
Totally
My
didn't
rings!
forget about those. Here you go.
You might not be alone. Thank you for my rings. It's very important.
It's an ingot of this, right?
Yes. I would
Could
say
you,
it's
could
about
I
10
ask?
Mm-hmm.
Could I ask that you do something with these?
The ingots.
Yes.
I would say I could. It's not enough to add on to your short sword to make him a better
Oh
weapon.
no!
But
I was
maybe...
just.
Oh,
I was
yes?
thinking of something more stylized, like a group of chains linked together from it,
Oh, I can do that.
and
Maybe.
you'll give the ingots right back,
Okay.
or the singular ingot. It's
Yeah.
not multiple. I'm
Would you
a
like
little
maybe
crazy.
like a necklace of some sort? Is that what you're thinking?
More like a chain that I could hook it to something, like maybe
Ah, okay.
a case of some sort, or
Okay. I'd say with this I could make maybe a 5-foot chain, perhaps.
oh, that'll do nicely. Could you make it so that I could readjust it based on what I'm wrapping this to, or are the links gonna be like welded or melted together?
It would cost you a bit more, but I could make perhaps some sort of hinge for each link.
That will be nice. Thank you. I will happily pay you for that.
All right. I could probably get that done by the end of the day. Chain links do take quite a lot of time, I'm afraid, especially with the hinges. And it would be, I would say maybe 5 gold.
he will hand over 5 gold.
All right.
Stumpy, no!
Stumpy.
Look at the chat
Oh.
on Boundary.
What
Stumpy.
happened? No.
Stumpy, no.
Is
Don't
that
mind me,
Mikado
Stumpy.
avocado?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Corn.
So fuck.
Corn. The slab of meat.
That is not corn.
It's not
Food.
corn. All right. Yeah, and I'll because all of these items are kind of out of nowhere, I will add them like right after we're done, and give them stats and whatnot. Because I don't want to pause and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you can add that shit later.
yeah. All right. So anything else you guys or Caven and Prawn would like to do as
No.
they wait for
No.
the chain?
I've
Okay.
got about all I need to get here. Tell you what.
Caven's been dripping out.
Mhm. And okay,
Great.
going to
Now I have to give everybody their gifts later.
going to Zort. The time comes and your name is called, and the orcish man walks over to you, and he sort of hands over this this very nicely made vest out of this. It's the I would say the hair is about an inch long from the skin underneath. You see the interior of it has been sort of tanned as well, and it is this sort of it's this sort of more gray than white, but it has these like pitch black stripes that kind of runs diagonally, and there are slight shimmers of blue as the wind sort of moves the individual hairs back and forth, and it seems to be quite an amazing vest.
This is quite the fine piece.
Yes.
Thank you.
Honestly,
very
it's
much.
probably one of the best works I've done.
Well, I can believe that. This is quite an incredible piece of work. In fact, may I tip you?
Oh, actually, I was gonna talk about that. There's some leftover leftover scrap, maybe about 2 feet of it, maybe. Amazing tip would be if you let me keep the scraps. That would be wonderful.
Yes, go right on ahead. You are a fine craftsman, and I don't doubt that you will put it to good use.
Well, thank you very much.
I can't thank you enough for this. I think Caven will love this.
It should be a wonderful gift for anyone who's worried about getting shot with bolts of magic.
That indeed. I can imagine that can be quite useful.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm off to find a blacksmith now. Can you point me in any direction in particular?
Oh, if you take a right, go more towards the center of town, maybe about a 5-minute walk. There should be one on the left.
Excellent. I'm off to get a new polearm.
Oh, exciting. Well, good luck. And good day to you.
Thank you very much. To you as well. And Zort walks off in that direction.
Mm-hmm. It seems like you've all gone down the exact same main stretch of road, and no one has turned off of it, which is pretty interesting. As you come upon the same blacksmith, you see Caven and Prawn sitting down the street some. And you see this blacksmith working on something at his forge.
Well, I suppose I must go talk to them. Caven, Prawn.
Whoa.
And, Zort walks down the street.
Oh, hello,
Hello,
Mr. Zord.
Oh,
It's
hello
been a
there.
year. I was about to bestow Caven with his gift so I could do both of you at the same time.
Zoid has one hand behind his back as soon as he saw them, with like, he's like, "Wait, you have gifts as well?"
Have we all gifts for each other?
Ron,
Just-
Caven just weakly smiles at both of them. We really are becoming good friends.
Yes,
we are.
this is a very big gift on my end.
Ron, I'm sorry to say I don't really have a gift for you, though I do have incredible stories.
I don't need I have a gift for you though.
All right. Would you like to go first? Am I going first? My
go
arm is
first.
behind my. Thank you.
Arm?
My arm is really hurting all the way behind my shell.
You got some long ass arms, boy.
Have you considered that I've become used to this? Anyway, and Zoid,
Long ass arms, boy.
Zoid pulls out the vest. Caven, I had this crafted from the fur of that foul beast that we slew for you.
Really?
Yes, I talked with the tanner, and it appears he shot it with magic. It has anti-magical properties. It's no ordinary vest, mind you. I figured you've been so impressive, and I want to keep you safe as best I can, and show you my gratitude as well. I figured, what better justice for that creature than to protect you for the rest of your adventuring career. And
That's
so-
amazing, but let me pay you back for it at least.
I actually came into some money, so don't you worry. I managed to find someone to sell that barrel of ooze to.
Well, it's
Yes.
also great that I'm having some chain links made out of the rest of the bone that I gave. I can hook it to that vest and wear it as a cloak.
That would be quite interesting. Yeah, I can see that as a very nice outfit for you. That creature really has bestowed upon us much.
Well, it did take quite a lot from us too.
True. I'm glad we're all
Only my
okay.
blood. It took a lot of my blood.
A lot of mine too. Caven like looks back. He's like nodding. Yeah, a lot of mine too.
So it like dusts one of his shoulders. Not a scratch, like in a smarmy sort of tone.
Uh huh.
This is my shit. It
Oh,
also
Well,
gave me this Zord Tiger Arrow.
That is quite the incredible arrow.
Almost as incredible as my secret arrow. Oh.
Secret arrow.
Yes, it's explosive. Don't tell Robe.
Caven also pulls out the bone sword and shows it as sword. I also had
Whoa!
this made.
Sword. I've got bone daggers too. We all have bone weapons except for you. Haha.
Oh, speaking of weapons, whatever happened to my halberd?
Look, it's new. Take it.
Oh, thank you. It looks new to the day I got it, actually. That's impressive. They got the rust off.
He said to be careful. If you use it in combat, it'll probably break again.
Oh, it's a Okay, I see what you
Not
mean.
decorative. You could use it. It's just like I wouldn't. Not for long. Not unless you have to. You know what I mean? You know, like it'll work, but be careful. It's not gonna last as long as it once did.
Oh, I see.
You know, it was like 20 silver. You know that?
2 gold.
Well, we paid like 8, but that's because like we had a really big shopping order. It took them 4 hours.
Oh, I see. Do you want me to pay you back? I have gold on me.
Oh, yours was like 5 silver. I just
Oh.
had a lot of things. We'll let you
Well,
go first though with your gift.
I've given Caven mine. Unfortunately, Prawn, I don't really have much for you.
Well, that's fine. Look, I've made all of us rings.
What are these, Prawn?
These are my, I told Caven about them, but I'm gonna make you all honorary friends of my clan. Doesn't mean much in its current state, but you've all gotten rings. They're not magical, they're just rings.
Hmm.
It's
You know,
symbolic.
I do like a good ring, and
Symbolic.
well, I have this one for practicality. And Zord sort of flexes his right hand with his silver pinky ring. It comes in handy, testing which things don't like silver and which ones do.
Yeah, these are made of copper.
Oh, that's fine. I'll keep it. I have quite big fingers, though. Do you have any that fit any of my
Yes,
fingers?
I definitely had it sized appropriately to each member of my party.
Why do you know our finger measurements?
I don't, I guessed.
I barely know Cavens. I just kind of said, hey, a 16-year-old boy, a human, and they
Oh,
surprisingly
The dwarf, he was smart, real smart man. Knows how to knows his way around.
the man who did my armor was built as heck.
Yes, if you look here
Was-
at the front of the ring, it's got my clan's symbol on it. Look at that.
Oh, well, I'll wear it with honor, thank you.
Yeah, everybody gets one. Add it to your inventory though, because I'm not doing it for you.
I have to figure out how to copy someone else's item real quick.
You might just have to do it manually.
Oh.
Where's the gif of like that one like the man like in all the different like suits with the smiling? Do you know the gif I'm talking about, Dakota?
Oh yeah.
Dudes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like my wife, I'm pregnant, the oncoming car, you mean?
The black dudes in suits.
Yeah, like and is like flashing back and forth. He's like up in the chair with his like legs crossed, all fancy. Hold on, let me take a
This
look.
one?
Yes, that. Hold on.
We all posted it. His back
He's-
is drip now.
He is dripping.
He went from being just some farm boy. He's got black bell bottoms,
You wanna go
a
back
nice
to
ring.
shoes?
He's got a nice ring, shirts, like a cloak.
He's got shoes on. He's got some tap
you-
dancing shoes. That was
you-
Caven we heard earlier doing.
He went from level 1 noob to level 35 clam boss in the span of half an hour.
Got dripping rings and a bone sword, man.
Terraria level ups be like.
I want like that horrible like mobile ad like animation style where Caven is like
Mafia City.
Yeah, where like
Caven walks up, punches a tiger, and gets chipped out.
yeah. Yeah.
Let me,
Exactly like
let me
that.
make you a pizza.
California girl. Well,
This is how D&D works.
Yeah. All right.
Worked great.
This is awesome.
Sooner than expected, the blacksmith sort of calls you over, and he goes, "All right, it was a bit too brittle to make each link a you know a point of breaking, you know, so
Was there at least one?
every 5 links, there's a hinge that'll let you take it apart."
Oh, that's wonderful. And Caven's gonna take it. I already gave this man the gold, correct?
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to be okay.
Yeah.
And he'll like take the like hide like coat that Zord gave him and kind of like try and link it 2 bits of the fur, like try and like hinge it onto the back part of it.
Yeah, you can like sort of tuck the hinge up on the collar of the back of the shirt, and it's sort of like goes over your shoulders, but then sort of droops down to like almost like a necklace, but like lower. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm starting to get the drip, boys.
Starting.
So it is. I'll add this to you later, but it's a 5-foot chain, and every foot it can come apart and link back together via like a hinge, like a
Nice.
What is that
Like
called? It's like a climbing gear.
a carabiner.
A carabiner. Yeah, every 5 feet there's a carabiner.
Could I like detach it and use them for separate things?
Yeah.
Awesome. This is the drip episode. Everyone get drip.
I got weaponry.
Oh, speaking of weaponry, where is the local blacksmith any good?
I'm
Check
right
out my
here.
cool
I'm
back.
real
Check out-
good.
Caven and Prawn stare at him in drip.
I got my cool daggers and my sword that I'll be able to show off later.
I didn't realize you were right here, sir. I'm sorry. I was thinking too hard about. Well, doesn't
Fashion.
matter. What?
Fashion.
The fumes from the forge can get to you sometimes if you're not used to it.
I was not aware. Well, sir, you did such fine work with my beat up old halberd, but I'm actually looking for something new.
Well, what are you in the market for? I guess that's your halberd I repaired earlier.
Yes, it is. I was in a battle with an ooze, among many other things. I've had that halberd since I was let me count the 10. It's been with me for quite some time, and I figured it was about time to retire her. You know, keep her to the sidelines. But I am fond of pole arms, you see.
Right.
And well, when it comes to pole arms, I appreciate weapon diversity, which is why I have all these different weapons I like to carry for all different kinds of monsters. And I figured the ideal thing would be do you know what a bardish is?
Ardish, not off the top of my head, no.
Well, it's sort of it's a pole arm. There we go. I found it.
Oh,
It's a pole arm. It's mainly just it's a large axe blade, quite hefty.
Oh, I spelled it wrong in Google, and I got a member of the Canadian Parliament.
No,
The
that's
host.
no, not that bardish.
You
Oh,
must
It's
post.
it looks like bard itch,
oh, I see. Okay, that makes much more sense.
but it doesn't make the bard itch. It kills the bard.
Good. I hate bards.
They get quite
Jesters are-
annoying.
Jesters are much better.
I do like a good fool.
Yes.
I hate bards.
Hmm.
Anyway,
I could make a weapon like this.
Yeah.
I assumed you could. I've seen glaives. I've seen halberds. I've seen many different kinds of pole arms, but the one I have the most soft spot for is a bardish, or maybe a bill hook. Bill hook's good too, but I
could
mainly use.
make this barditch. Let's see. I could take the tip off of this spear. I could extend on this axe blade I have. Give me an hour and 5 gold.
Oh, here you are. Is 5 gold going to be enough?
Oh yes. Most of these
If you
parts
say
that
so.
I'm going to use are oh, I already have them. I can make one from scratch, but it'll cost you more and you'll need to pick it up tomorrow morning.
Oh, I mean, it would be fine. Just something. I trust your craftsmanship.
All right.
As long as it's effective as what I'm using, that's fine with me.
It will be. All right. Give me an hour.
I'm fine to wait.
1 hour later.
Hour.
Here you go.
Excellent.
It's the one from the Mordhau Wiki.
Wonderful. And how much will this cost me, you said?
Oh, it'll be 5 gold.
Oh, here you are.
Thank you.
Since you can... Also, I'm here now. Since you can,
Oh, hello.
seem to craft anything in mere minutes.
I would say mere hours.
Yeah. Mere hours. Do you think you could make me a wand?
A wand?
Yeah, just cast wish.
You want something that will...
What?
You want something that
It's a
will
wish.
grant you wishes?
Yes.
I don't really work with wood. I mean, I have this wrought iron.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take a cudgel.
Okay. It'll cost you a silver, and I can do it in about 10 minutes.
7.
I can do it in 7 if you give me 2 silver.
Okay.
Okay. You see him go and heat up a piece of this narrow sort of wrought iron, and he uses a wedge to cut it off from the rest, so it's about a foot long, and then he uses a chisel to make the one end of it into sort of like a blunt point, and so that it gets more narrow as it gets towards the end of it. And he walks through and goes, "Here you go. I can't guarantee you it'll make your wishes come true, but it's an iron wand made just for
Thanks.
you."
I'm gonna point at a random building next to me and try to wish. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. In case it really is. I'm just gonna hang on to it.
Okay. All right.
1, maybe iron, maybe wish spell. No, 1, maybe wish spell iron cudgel wand.
Good. Okay. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before the day is over?
I'd like to understand the secrets of the universe.
Okay.
I'm chilling.
Divide by 0.
It's been a good day.
Make an intelligence or religion check. It's your choice.
Can I get advantage because I just made some sweet rings?
Sure.
I'm gonna make this one a blind GM roll.
Ooh, okay. You're pretty sure that good fortune follows those who have good faith.
Got nothing but faith.
That's your lesson of the day.
Make sure everybody adds in their clan rings.
Called Prawn's Ring. I'll fix it later.
Narc off a far prawn.
I have to. I have to actually like. I have to do a bunch of items.
So everybody gets a prawn burial guide.
God.
Burial guide.
That's
Burial.
what it's called. It's called prawn burial guide.
All right, you all meet up at the boat, and Prawn starts handing out this pamphlet.
Here you go. If I die, this is what you do.
You want to just post
Well,
it
I guess I won't read it till
Here,
then.
I
in
can't do it.
Foundry chat?
There you
Yeah.
go. Here's my burial guide. If I die, you do follow my steps. It's very important. There you go. I wrote my last will and testament. Here it is.
There it is.
Enjoy the rings. Thanks for coming to my after party.
That's awesome. All right. Well, it is getting very late in the day. Is there anything you would like to do before this day ends?
Can we all hit the gritty?
No, that hasn't been
No?
invented yet.
Can I do magic tricks?
You can try.
I'm gonna go to the helmsman and do a magic trick for him.
Okay. It's quite good. What exactly do you do?
I did the entirety of the Penn and Teller award-winning smoke card trick. The one that takes like 30 minutes.
That's awesome. At the end of it, he's very bewildered, and he goes, so what are your plans? Are you staying here for tomorrow?
Well, we're gonna let all the boat people go and get supplies, and then we're on our way.
Oh, that's what they've been doing all day. The captain Mr. Savas told me that we're ready to go whenever you guys are ready.
You almost said Captain D.
What?
Did he? I don't. He just.
No?
He
No,
no.
he just said Captain, and I thought he was gonna say Captain D.
That's an entirely
I
different
said-
thing to him almost saying.
I said Captain Mister.
Yes, but you said Captain, and my brain immediately heard
Captain?
Captain and wanted to hear Captain D's.
All right,
Okay.
that's Cap.
Well, Zort goes to his room to sharpen his new weapons and catalog his.
I'm going to
Okay.
my room to pray. Anybody's welcome if they want to join me in communal prayer.
Zort doesn't go.
I'll join you, but only for the communion wafers.
We don't
Oh,
really have
fuck.
wafers. We have the power of God. It'll fill you up.
At some point,
I should buy communion wafers on Cyber Monday.
before you go to sleep, you hear a knock at the door, and you hear Savas's voice go, "Hello? You have time to
Who?
talk?"
Oh,
Which person? Who
and
hears them?
well, all our rooms are right next to each
They're
other,
right
so
next to each.
I'm gonna peep out my door.
yeah,
Hello.
Zort opens
I'm
his
gonna
door.
peep out my door perfectly horizontal, so it looks like someone's holding me up.
Scooby Doo.
Scooby.
Yes.
You see him also looking through the crack, and he sort of tilts his head so that you're both looking at each other the right way, and goes, "Hello there.
Hello.
Say, I just needed to know before I send more men out for additional supplies. Do you intend on leaving tonight, or?"
I mean, we don't necessarily have to. It's up to you.
I think we probably got everything we need. I'm now out of money and very poor.
Do you need money?
Not enough. Unless you want to supply me with new drip. No. Look what I've got. It's pretty nice, isn't it?
What? Yeah. Look what I got. And Zort bumps his shell.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
nice, isn't it?
is that reinforced with a close set rivet of spikes?
Uh,
Think so.
my bones.
Your bones aren't made of spikes. You got bone spurs?
Listen, let's not talk about this right now. Mr. Savas, I think we're ready to go whenever you are.
All right.
I think
well, where are
next
we bound
is-
to?
I'll leave that to Prawn. You were saying something about, what was it? Hectra, Prawn?
Hectra. What?
I thought you were saying something about going to Hectra next, Prawn.
Hectra next. Oh, right, because I was like, if the Navy's got Custis blockaded, they're not going to let us dock there. We're going to have to park in Hectra, rent a small boat, go like down the coast some, and then enter through the mountains or something.
Yes,
How does that sound to you, Captain?
I believe the blockade is making it to where there's one very narrow alley, they're calling it, that is nearby the coast that you have to follow if you want to get to Hectra. But if you are set on going to the island of Zalad, then Hectra would probably be your best bet, I would have to assume.
Or we
That sounds like
land
a
in the
good plan.
we do Canctor, but that's going to take way longer to do a tiny little rowboat across the vast and known 8 feet of water.
Yeah.
I think it's more than 8 feet, Braun.
All right,
It's only 2 feet.
I will talk to Trips, and I believe with those current supplies we've got today, we could probably make it straight there. I say it would probably take about probably about a week to get there.
That sounds like a fair assessment. How many stops along the way?
Let's see. We could stop at a Wondios if you wanted to, but I believe after that our next stop would be directly to Hectra.
That might be in order for supplies, but we'll have to see once we set sail, won't we?
Yes, I'm confident that we can get a direct to Hectra. Unless something goes wrong, of course, but...
What? A boat trip gone wrong? Impossible.
Well, do you not
With the
remember
frizz?
what
No way.
do you not remember what happened
Oh, we do with the
just a couple
pirates.
nights ago?
My empty pints of blood spilled in the sea. Remember?
Yes. Well, I can
I'm building a very three-dimensional object right now. This shit's crazy. You want to look at this?
I can assure you that the open ocean is much more heavily guarded and therefore much safer, since it is such a major trade route.
I'm actually kind of proud of this.
Along with all the trouble around Zlad, we should be quite safe on the way south.
Sounds like a plan then.
I will go tell the helmsman then. We shall set off immediately. Enjoy your
Someone want to
sleep.
come look at the bottom of the map? I made a 3D square.
Whoa. That's
Dude,
pretty
that's so
good.
cool. I like all the numbers.
I couldn't exactly have a control over that, but look at that. It's all 3D. I used to make that shit all the time.
As you all lay down for bed, you feel the boat start to rocking as it starts to leave the harbor of Luimjur, heading south.
Oh god, are we sinking?
That I knew.
Man, whoever is right next to Prawn must have a hard time going to sleep.
It's just gonna be me praying for like 9 hours a night before going like, shoo, shoo, shoo.
Remember, you only need 2 hours of sleep.
Duddy 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 duddy.
All right.
Duddy 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 duddy.
And with
China.
I'll be right back.
your quest heading south, that is where we will end this episode of Roman Road.
Woo!